Yo, you know what time it is. Are we recording? Oh, we getting crazy
Yo,
with it.
it's been a minute. It's been a real minute. And it's crazy.
Yeah, that was the dude I just told you guys about.
Look how busy this man is. Look, everybody wants to talk to him.
Nothing. He's a videographer. He good.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying, man?
That's
I'm
what
feeling
I'm saying,
good,
bro. Dude, I'm
What's
so
up?
good. Dude, it's been, you haven't been on a pod since like the first
Season?
pod, like
June
since
in
like,
Jersey?
No, like
Oh, since the first MadMinds event
so the
we did
first
together.
MadMinds we did, but you haven't been on a pod.
Oh, we're back. This is
Welcome
the first
back,
one tonight.
baby.
We're going to do a few tonight.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's
Welcome
gonna be
back
crazy.
to you, bro. Just came back from traveling to Peru, I believe.
Yeah, dude, went to go see my family and everything.
You feel good, bro?
Yeah, dude, I feel great. I feel like rejuvenated, refreshed.
I feel like that shit fills your soul when you go back home,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. I'm telling you what, dude. There's nothing like going back to the homeland, man.
100%.
And it's like it makes you grateful for everything we have here. Because like
100%.
I see stuff like what we're doing here, and you know what? To me, like especially coming back from where I came from, people would see us like the biggest stars.
That's
and
a
you know
big
what?
deal.
It is, and you know it is a big deal.
We
and
take
you
it
know,
for granted sometimes.
we take it super for granted, bro. We take it super for granted. And for every artist who's out there who's feeling like they're nothing, bro, again, we've talked about this so many times on so many MadMinds, but MadMinds is what? MadMinds family,
Love,
right?
family.
It's love. And it's like when you get up on that stage, it's just something different. And you know what's great? I love the different vibes, the fact that we have FOMO.
Yeah,
You
this is
feel me?
different.
This is very different, but I
This
like
shit is
it.
different right now.
I like it. I love it.
I love it. And one day we're gonna be downstairs too. There's just gonna be a movie. I love what you were just saying, man. It really is a blessing, and it's so easy to take it for granted and think that we're not doing enough, we're not doing a lot. But just being here and being able to do what we want every day is a blessing.
Facts.
Not having to do some crazy shit every single day. That's a blessing that I think we take for granted because some people don't have the choice. So I'm so honored. I'm so glad you're here.
Dude, I'm happy
And
you always bring me out, man.
This kind of feels like the motherland for me right now.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
got my family around, my team around. Fills my fucking soul up, my spirit. I come back to it. You're gonna meet some new artists today.
Yeah?
I think so. I'm seeing a lot of unfamiliar faces.
I'm actually seeing a lot of unfamiliar faces as well.
I
dude.
love that.
It's crazy. I
It's
love it too.
It's looking pretty dope already.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. And you know what? I actually wanted to ask you real quick. Why FOMO?
Man, shout out to my brother Progress, man. Honestly, he connected us to this venue and it's just mutually beneficial, you know? It's a Thursday night. They ain't got much popping off and we're right in the heart of Morristown. Like, I want to basically take over Morristown. Like, I want everybody in Morristown to know who the fuck MadMinds is.
Oh, yeah,
Homestead,
dude.
FOMO. We'll pull up wherever they want us. Like, and basically the venue kind of almost reached out to us for this through Progress, our brothers. So we're here now. I mean, I love the vibes. There's a downstairs, there's an upstairs, totally different vibes. We got everything we need. We could do some pretty dope shit here. Like
Yeah.
what we were talking about, which I don't know if we're gonna release any of that right now, but our little show we want to put together, like with the upstairs, downstairs, and everything me and Drew we talked about. Like we got some fucking heat we could pack out of this,
Yeah, dude.
this facility.
I think for sure too, man. I think for sure. And you know what's crazy? I came in yesterday. Shout out to the bartender who treated me yesterday because she took care of me, bro. She overheard us like talking about like wanting to see the venue and everything, and she showed us the downstairs.
Showed you the downstairs?
Yeah, she showed us downstairs is trippy, dude. It's
Yeah.
cool though. It's really cool.
I wanted to do it up here first, just because it's bigger.
I think that makes more sense too because it makes it look poppin'.
Yeah, exactly.
People see the podcast through the window.
But eventually
too.
we'll be doing like a double event, EDM night upstairs, this downstairs,
Yeah.
or vice versa. Like we just trying to get lit, fam.
So what's the message you have for tonight? What are your expectations?
Tonight is an opportunity for all you motherfuckers at home to practice, come show love, connect with other artists, like-minded people. This is your battleground. This is your hyperbolic time chamber. That's what I want this to be. We want to give people a platform all the time, not just once every few months to do a big show, but pretty frequently to do these smaller shows where it's just your peers that are up here. And hopefully you can make connections and get feedback that's vital and important to your career as an artist. Besides that, I mean, honestly, I love this. Because normally I'm running around like a retard. Excuse my language. You can bleep that out. I'll be vulgar. I'm going to get canceled before I even take off. But listen, normally I'm running around like a chicken without his head. And today, look at me. I'm chilling with you. We ain't even started yet.
You are chilling, and it's funny. Somebody was trying to talk to your friend. You're just like, nah,
Nah,
chill,
not
chill,
today, bro.
Not
So today I'm trying to be able to smoke, drink, hang out, actually connect with my people that come support because... Hey, there he is. Because all the time, bro, I'm always too busy and I feel terrible just running past my friends and my family and the people that love me and support me and all the artists and all the MadMinds. Normally, I got to be quick. Hey, man, nice to see you. Thanks for popping out. I'm out. Today, I want to be able to actually sit down, share a beer with somebody. You know, I never drink. I barely smoke during the event. I don't think I ever smoked during the event, but I'm just excited to be able to actually have fun today. You know?
Yeah, I think these type of events, these smaller events, is dope because you can actually just be yourself. You know, and honestly, coming through here too, I was mad chill. I was super chill. I was
the
just
vibes are good,
like,
man. There's no pressure for this. We just want to see what it looks like. We just want to see what the vibes are like. And obviously it's going to be great.
Yeah.
So I was telling Droovy, I wanted to see what our baseline was. This is going to be our baseline, meaning like it can only go up from here because I didn't stress it too much. You didn't stress it too much. I didn't go crazy for this. I think they called me up to the stage to announce some open mic.
All right, bet.
Let me get the fuck out of here, yo.
Yo, real quick, take this for
MadMinds.
good luck. Little keychain.
Hey, yo, chill.
Hey, yo, chill, my boy. Let's get it.
Yo, that was awesome, bro. Sweet, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayoo Chill podcast. Y'all already know the business. We're here again in Morristown, New Jersey, here at a new bar, FOMO. Shout out to the owners of FOMO. Shout out to the bartenders at FOMO. Open mic, different vibes than what we usually have with MadMinds. We put on a giant show, but right now we have Jack WD killing it on the stage. I'm sure he's gonna be here right after to do a quick interview. But yeah, dude, I just came back from Peru. I'm chilling, and yeah, dude, let me tell you what. This venue is mad beautiful. We're actually doing it upstairs, so we're seeing how it like, you know, the vibes are and everything. I forgot, you just heard Turk say for the first time that, I forgot what he said. I don't know, something similar to like, this is our test pilot to see how this show goes and like, you know, the vibes and everything. So I guess we'll just stay here, chill, and see how it goes. But I have no idea what to expect. I never know what to expect for these things. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'll catch y'all in a few. Peace.
Holy shit, the night is just getting started, bro.
Hell yeah, man, dude. This is kind of like a chiller vibe than I think like we've had before, and I'm super down with it. So real quick, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
I'm Jack WD, also known as the wrestling drummer. I'm also a member of Reform Collective. Shout out to Quinn, who's here in the audience. And yeah, I just performed up there. Like, I was the first one up there too. I wasn't even expecting it.
Crazy. Actually, as soon as I heard Jack WD, I was like, of course it's Jack. Of course it's Jack. Because who else would get the night started, man?
Oh my God, for real, yeah. And we're next to a skee ball machine. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I know, it's wild, bro.
Oh shit.
I like the venue though. FOMO definitely got a vibe going on here.
Friendly venue too, actually. So far.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So how you feeling today, bro? What you been up to? What are the updates with your life?
Oh shit, that's a good question. I just dropped a new song called Switchblade featuring Bullhead. That's like a metal song, like more deathcore type shit. And what else? I dropped an EP titled Scarmillion, which is like more death trap, more metal and all that shit. And yeah, I'm focusing more on like rock and metal, more towards that route and shit. In terms of like upcoming songs, nothing too much yet, but I do have a bunch of rock and instrumentals like put away and all that shit. I'm still like brainstorming on all that shit.
Word.
Yeah.
Word, dude.
Yeah.
So tell me what else has been up with like what's the biggest challenges you faced in music recently?
The biggest challenge of I'd say like just overall writer's block, like cause like there's times where, you know, I have a good idea, but I don't know how like to branch out that shit. And there are times where I start one idea, but I just don't know how to like pick it up from there and shit. And I think another challenge is like going back to the good idea mindset. It's like it sounds good at first, but then 2 weeks later it just sounds so fucking ass and shit. Like I don't know, my brain just does that and shit. Yeah, I don't know what else off the top and shit.
Yeah, dude. So tell me, you always come up here from South Jersey, right?
South Jersey, the Jersey Shore to be specific.
So tell me how it is coming up to all these events in the north. Like, is it difficult for you to keep traveling up here?
Here and there, it is really tough with all the hours just trying to be awake on the road and shit, like highway hypnosis and all that. Yeah, it's a lot of driving. So all I gotta do is just load up a caffeine and just stay focused and all that shit. Yeah, it's just like I gotta want it type shit. I gotta want it so bad because, you know, there's nothing going on in South Jersey, so I thought like really come up here for the fun stuff. Emphasis on fun because this is the real shit right here. North Jersey's got it.
Hell yeah, dude. And you know what's crazy? I've said time and time again that I'm a huge fan of you. Like, I'm an actual real fan of you. And I think those feelings come from me seeing how much you love this, how dedicated you are to this, and also how many events do you actually go to?
Oh,
like,
shit.
how many events do you think you've gone through to the year?
I have lost track. All I could say is that I've been doing this since August 2019. Just straight up nonstop, just picking up on what I could find, just popping out and shit, meeting different people, and it's just picking up so far. Like, not much.
I'll tell you what, for the people who are watching or listening, Jack, every event that I've gone to in Jersey that has to do with music, I've seen Jack there. Even in the places where I didn't think I would ever see Jack,
Exactly.
I've seen him there. Like I've seen you at UD. I've seen you at the events at the Sanctuary.
Yes.
I've seen you at all the MadMinds.
I'm literally the Phantom.
Yeah, dude, it's
Like,
great.
I just pop out of nowhere just because, you know, you just manifest energy, and then here I am.
So what gives you that drive, dude? Because I'll tell you what, for a lot of other artists who do this, they don't actually put in the work even half as much as you do.
Yeah, because, you know, here's the thing about South Jersey. Like, they have so much talent. I've known so many friends that want to become artists. They want to become photographers. They want to be, like, cooks and all that shit and start their own channels, start their own Instagrams. They just give up after, like, 1 to 2 posts or 1 to 2 weeks. I don't want to live that life and shit because, you know, it just takes perseverance. It just takes, like, some soul searching. You just got to, like, really stay on that shit because, you know, everybody just gives up too easily. I don't want to live that shit. Like, just be diligent, just be perseverant, and just grind through it because, you know, I really have hope for this.
Word, dude. I appreciate that. Is there anything else you want to tell to the people? Anything that we missed or anything that... Because you've been on this show so many times already, dude.
So many times. What's it like to be next to a skee ball machine?
Dude, being next to a skee ball machine, I'm actually scared for my life because if one of those skee balls come up and hit me in the head, it's game. But you know what? At least we got it on camera.
Like a haunted, like Five Nights at Freddy's type shit. Yo. Or maybe fucking Freddy Fazbear just pops up to the window and shit. Oh, you do know what's so fucking crazy? We have the camera facing this way onto the window. If anything happens outside, it's on camera.
We'll catch it. Yeah, that's the whole reason I like put it this way too.
Oh my god.
I want people like if people want to go crazy outside the window, that's totally cool with me, dude.
Oh my god,
that's
yo.
Totally cool with me.
Just capture Karens on camera or some shit like that. A high-speed chase, whatever.
Dude, that would be actually lit. I don't know if Morristown is the place to have a high-speed chase, but that would be crazy if it did. I bet that would make like headline news all over Jersey.
You never know. You never know.
So, Jack, let the people know where they can find you, anything, or unless you have one last message for the people, now's the time to tell them.
Jack WD on all platforms. I'm a rock and metal, trap metal artist, pop punk, whatever you want to call me. I am literally whatever you want. I am manifesting to be whatever I want. I embrace independent freedom, independent creativity, and creative freedom all in one. Shout out Reform Collective. We're getting up there. We released an EP called Nightmares on Park Street, released on Halloween. Go bump that shit on SoundCloud. And yeah, to my Tinder crush, if you're watching this, please, I'm right here. I do travel a lot. I do a lot of shows. Talk to me, please.
You know what's wild? For this podcast, I don't think I'm doing any like big intros. I feel like these are chill vibes, you know?
Chill vibes.
They're chill vibes, so I'm gonna just...
Well, you know me. You've known me since, what, 2018, 2019?
Dude, actually, we've known each other for a while, dude.
Ass time.
And not only that, like, we come from the P, the Willie. We're pioneers, yo. We knew Billy Bear before. Isn't not Billy Bear anymore? Isn't it like...
Pio the bear. And I would know because I was in the mascot costume my last year of college. Listen, bro. Listen. I was around such pretty cheerleaders.
I did not know that. Yo, that's a gig. That's a gig, yo.
I was making some good money. And it's not like, you know, like... I mean, I'm making more now, but at the time, it was pretty solid for being in that, you know, sweatsuit all day.
Yeah, yo. So tell me, Lupe, since we had an interview that was completely deleted by my fault completely,
Oh, man.
like, how are you doing now? What are the updates to your music, to your life? Like, what can you tell to the people?
My life has been just a lot of rediscovering myself. And especially now, just because there's been a lot of life changes in my life. I'm single, I'm on my own. I have cultivated a community, which has been really, really good for my mental health. And also, like, I didn't know how much it opened myself up to my music and being able to open up in that way, be vulnerable, be, like, just dig deeper into myself. So it's been really positive, you know, even though there's been like a couple lows this past year, there's been a lot of positives that really have outweighed the bad. And I feel like this was one of the better years I had, honestly. Like 2020 to 2022 is like a couple years that are like a blur to me, you know, like I dissociated a lot. I mean, I still struggle with dissociation just because of a lot of stuff I've been through, you know, but this year I feel like the last few months I've been trying to be a little more present. I've like this past year I did like yoga and meditation and like stuff I never did before. I feel like I'm trying to become a less angry person, and I'm just trying to just like self-reflect a lot, and it's been very, very helpful. So since you've last seen me and I've like been on here, minus the deletion, I've honestly just been working on myself, and I'm just continuing to do that.
I feel like you
know?
seem a lot happier, you know what I mean? And I feel like I could even tell that through like your social media as well. Because I don't know if like social media is always indicative of how a person is doing, but I think in my case, when you see your friends and you see those moments of when like, I think it's most of the moments where like maybe it's a story or something where you're talking, and sometimes I feel like the rawest you are is when you're on your story, especially like when you're talking to yourself in the car or something, and I'm watching, I'm like, this girl's doing her thing, you know? It's not just like yelling at the camera, but I forget what it was. You were in the car. I forget what you were speaking about, but I just saw you like doing your thing. I was like, nice that Lupe's doing well. You know what I mean? Or at least that day you weren't having a bad day.
I constantly talk to people on the internet in the car. Like I always start my IG story as, "What's up, it's your girl Lupe," and that's kind of just become my thing. And people will come up to me and joke about it and be like, "What's up, it's your girl Lupe." Like that's kind of my thing. I feel like I have like a YouTube channel, and I'm just like channeling all my energy on my IG story, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm able to really just connect with people. And that's how I'm doing all my stuff. Like now I'm booking shows with a local community center called The Sanctuary, which is like super awesome. I'm
Shout out to Sanctuary, by the way.
Shout out to The Sanctuary.
Yeah, because they're doing dope things over there. I love that.
Yeah, Matt Smith, who's like a vet in like, you know, music. Like he's got a band called Hodera. They're awesome, by the way. Shout out to them too. And him and his family have the space in Boone, and they've been doing a lot of cool things to bring people together. We have a circle in the round for songwriters, writers of poetry, all types of writers to come together. We do meditation every 2 weeks. We have a women's discussion group. We have shows 3 to 4 times a month, music shows, concerts, just for local artists, touring acts. So we have 2 artists coming this week from Connecticut. So I've been able to meet so much more people doing that and connect people to the space. So that's been kind of like where the energy has gone outside of my own stuff. And it's been really cool. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm so glad I'm able to do that. And again, I'm meeting people in the process and connecting people. The second thing that I love more than just doing my own stuff is just connecting people and building a community. And I feel like I've seen that a lot in my life. And I just feel really good about it, you know?
I'm glad, and I'm so glad, because this conversation we're having right now is like such a better vibe. Yeah. Not saying that our other conversations have been bad vibes, but we've gone a lot all over the place in other conversations.
We've cried. We've gotten deep and stuff, and it's funny because the last time I remember when I was on your podcast, when you were in Boonton as well, I was crying. I was like, I'm giving up, like my content's not working, stuff like that. And my viewer rate on my content got better after actually talking to you and like working on that stuff and working on my branding and working on that. And it's been so helpful. Like I look back at that, it's still pinned on my IG because of that, because I'm like, wow, I grew so much. And you know, and I learned so much from you too, you know, with what you're doing with the podcast.
I appreciate that. And you know what's funny? Your pinned post that like I had posted up on Instagram is still one of the posts that consistently gets likes.
That's
like
crazy.
The most likes throughout. Like it's funny because it'll happen randomly. Like every month, at least twice or 3 times a month. Like I'll see like, oh, someone had liked your post. I was like, oh, like I'll check what post it is, and it's like Lupe Dragon. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's yours, and also Margie PV. I get a couple of likes from her.
Margie.
Yeah, Margie's great. Yeah.
She did a Bloom, right?
Yeah, she did Bloom. Yeah. So it's you and her, bro, and it's lit because I like to. I don't always get to go back to my content all the time and kind of sit down and reminisce. You know, sometimes I do, but like I always enjoy seeing our conversation that we did too. And also, the glow up from seeing this to then is like wild too. So
honestly,
and the same chairs.
Seriously, honestly, what you should do is like a Billie Eilish, like Vanity Fair. I think it was Vanity Fair type thing, and compare from all the times I've been on the podcast. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Dude, I will totally make that into a post.
That
easily.
would be so funny because I feel like I don't know. I don't usually look back at old content either because sometimes I honestly like cringe at myself, but. It'd be really cool because I feel like we've both grown since like you've done the podcast, since I've been like growing my own brand and stuff like that, and really just like cultivating the atmosphere we have on the internet. And you've been doing a lot. You've been traveling a lot. You've been talking to different people. That is bold and amazing. A lot of people don't have the balls to do that.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Well, Lupe, we're running a little bit late on over time, but before you go, if you have any messages, shout outs, let the people know where they can find your socials, now is the time to do that.
I'm not going to turn around because then I have to move the mic around, but on the back of my sweater it says, "Be kind to your mind," and it's from a creator on IG called Ketnips, Ketnipz. So be kind to your mind. And with that, I say follow me, LupeDragon. I'm Lupe Dragon, and this is Beto.
Love you, Lupe. Dude, I feel like I feel like I'm podcasting at like my family dinner or something, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
it's
a good feeling.
so chill. I'm so relaxed right now. I'm just having a great time. I'm just gonna look at my watch right now to keep track of the time we take. I want to make sure because I know you could get a little bit wild.
Nah, we didn't get wild. It's fucking Thursday, motherfucker.
Dude, I was just telling Lupe, because I've had Lupe on the podcast a bunch of times, and she was like, oh, you could do like a back-to-back and show like the timeline of like how we've changed through the podcast, right? Dude, you with your beard right now,
Yeah.
bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is a little wild. I mean, I need a haircut, bro. Like, I was debating even coming out without a haircut because like now, bro, once a week, bro, I'm getting a haircut.
Dude, so tell the people who you are and where you're from. Mad chill, just.
Hi, guys. My name is Devin. Nah, what's good, y'all? Nah, guys. Hi, guys. My name is Devin. I'm a videographer. I'm a father. I'm a rapper. And, yeah, I aspire to make it to be the best.
Nice. But low-key, you've taken big steps recently. Do you want to tell the people about that a little bit? Or, like, just, like, I know some things are under wraps, some things are not, but what can you tell the people? Well, let's just put it like that. What can you tell the people?
And what I can tell the people is... you changing your frequency is a real thing because you change your frequency, it just changes your life. I mean, this year I've traveled basically the whole entire country and the world. And this is my first time ever leaving the country, but I started off the beginning of this year at South by Southwest, first time ever out there. After that, we went to Series Fest. Shout out to Jocko, shout out to Chaz. They made a short film called Grown. Worked with them basically all year into the summer. And then into the summer, man, I was able to just... I'm blessed, man. I can't say much, but I'm blessed, bro, to be in the position that I'm in, to take my craft and serve the world with it. And, man, I don't know what to say because I can't say much, but all I can say is changing your frequency changes your life. If you don't know what that means, you change your thoughts. It's simple as that. You change how you think. You change how you view the world. That's changing your frequency. It's going to change your life.
I can't wait to have you on next time, dude, because you're gonna be able to drop the things you can, and I'm really happy for you. Basically, I'm really happy to see how things have been moving for you. I think if you've been following AK at all on social media, you could see that life's definitely been busting in. But dude, tell me, how have you been managing being so busy and also being a dad?
I think that. Well, one, having my peers as fathers helps because when they're sacrificing their time away from their kids, like, we could talk about it. But also, I think that the journey that I'm on makes me a better father. And I think as my son gets older, and I've kind of babied him a lot along the way, now that he's 5 and I'm really trying to tough him up and make him into a man, I realize that me leaving him isn't as bad as my guilt makes it seem to be. Because I'm like, bro, I gotta turn you into a motherfucking man, bro. Like, you gotta know what it feels like. You gotta know what it feels like for me to be gone so you can appreciate me when I'm there. So, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I'm so sorry, but sometimes it's so hard to do these interviews when people are wilding on stage, bro.
Yeah,
And you know, it's crazy. I don't even know who is that performing right now.
I don't fucking know, but he's killing it.
Yeah, dude, I love it, dude. You know, it's wild because I forget who it was where I was in like another MadMinds show and they were wilding out on the mic and somebody was like telling me something and they were like going deep into it. I'm gonna see if I could cut back in the middle of this, but they were like literally like it wasn't even screaming, like he was like yelling and like the mic was kind of just what's called having that cut off clipping, right? But this other person was like screeching into the mic and it kind of felt like you ever see that video with John Lennon performing with Chuck Berry and Yoko Ono is screaming into the mic during their performance?
Nah, I've never seen that.
Dude, you need to watch that video because my face literally is Chuck Berry. John Lennon's performing with his, like, imagine you're performing, recording a song together, performing with your all-time favorite artist. This is what John Lennon was doing. And Yoko Ono was screaming into the microphone like, and like you could see in his face, and they cut off her mic. But yeah, my bad. Totally cut you off. Totally got off topic.
That's all good, man. But yeah, elaborating on what I was saying though is just like, bro, I always had very high expectations for myself, and this year everything basically compounded, all the sacrifices, all the money that I spent, because bro, like we could have another podcast and talk about my journey, everything I've sacrificed, everything I've lost, the little that I've gained in my life. But I think that really these last 2 years getting into Bob Proctor, studying the law of vibration, studying the laws of the universe, because all year round I'm abundant now, bro. Even when I have a negative bank account, I give and I spend and I help others as if there's just an abundance of fucking money coming in. And by me doing so this year, I was able to get the biggest fucking check that I've ever seen in my lifetime. So I'm a big believer in following the laws of the universe, which obviously the first one is the law of vibration, but also just meditating and visualizing, like waking up instead of just going to your phone, like wake up, close your eyes, visualize what you want out of life, immerse yourself in that experience, in that reality. Take that feeling that you get from that visualization and just run your days with it. And with that being said as well, write down your intentions for the day, because so many times we just wake up and we go on through the day and we'll be successful throughout the day, but we didn't have like one intention. So sometimes I'll make my intention for the day like just be calm, or just do this one video, or when I write down my intentions for the day, it just makes life just so much simpler and easier.
Yeah, dude. I respect that, dude. I respect that because I feel like a lot of the times you forget how to just visualize that, and it sounds so cheesy, but what perspective do you get? What do you feel like you've gotten more perspective on life, especially when you traveled?
Yeah, definitely. Like, especially like me, like I was just telling Beto earlier, like I went to China, and like a lot of Americans, for example, like whatever the media says about China, like we just think that's what it is. Like, but you go there and you realize that there's a huge difference between the government and the people, because the people in China are just loving, they're compassionate, they're empathetic, they're giving, and like, bro, traveling the world changed me and made me a better person, because I realized that no matter how much money you have, everybody just needs a hug in life, bro. Everybody. And a hug is a universal language, because I could be in China and we don't know what the hell we're saying, but I can greet you with a hug and automatically we have that connection as friends.
That's true.
Yeah, bro.
I like that a lot. Tell me, what is the biggest thing that you feel like has changed in your mentality? Because I know you said you switched up frequencies, but what's like the number one thing that has changed recently, like within the past year in your mind, that you believe now that you didn't believe last year at this time?
I really think it's the abundance thing, because when you live and you have the perspective that you never have lack, I think it just changes everything. Because like, for example, even in The Secret, it says in The Secret, which shout out to Rhonda Byrne, when she used to get bills in the mail, she would look at them like, fuck this fucking bill. But But then when she changed her mindset and the bills would come in and she would envision them as checks. And then this is something that I do now, is when she went to pay the bills, she would think about the employees that actually need the money. She wouldn't think about like, oh, I don't want to pay this fucking Easy Pass, fuck this corporation. She would take the bills, pay them with grace, and just like, I'm gonna help these people at these corporations that really need the money. And so, you know, that's how you turn your intention from even paying a bill to giving. Because it's just that flip of the switch in your mind, like give to help. Don't give and then live with lack, because we pay our bills and then, fuck, I'm broke. All right, well, if the universe or God is in front of you and they're telling you, they're giving you everything that you're saying to him back, and you pay a bill and now you say you're broke, God is gonna be like, all right, you're broke, bro. The fuck? But if you speak every day to God, to the universe, whatever, like, I'm rich, I'm abundant, like, he's gonna give you right back what the hell you're talking about. Like, you got plenty, bro, we're gonna make sure that you have plenty. You live with lack, we're gonna make sure that you have lack. So words are spells, that's why it's called spelling. You don't wanna put yourself, hey!
Of course, this man shows
It says this in the 4 agreements. You don't want to put yourself under a bad spell with your words, because your words are spells and your words are creating your destiny for yourself.
Big facts. Big facts. Well, AK, I'm going to cut you off there just so we could get another person in. But you can stay. I mean, you can stay.
It's my birthday, yo.
It is your birthday. Happy birthday. Well, belated birthday. But I want to just, before you leave, I'm going to say one thing. I'll let you say one more thing, too. Thank you so much for being you. You're an inspiration.
Thank you,
I love seeing your growth. I love seeing everything you do. I could see you kind of like, it's weird. Like, I kind of love everybody. The only people who've been on the podcast so far is you, Lupe, I had Jack on, and then I had Turk on. And that's kind of like the main, like, you know, MadMinds people. I just love having you guys on consistently because I get to see how you guys develop and grow. And
That's so cool, bro.
More than people feeling like it's an honor to have you guys on, basically.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. You're a great human being, a great friend, bro. And yeah, man, if I could just end this podcast on a note, it's just like, it's so cliche, but like, everybody, you want to change your life, like, just get out of your own way. Like, embrace the journey. The journey is the reward. The journey is everything that you're living for. Like, you're supposed to fail. You're supposed to trip. You're supposed to slip up. And guess what? The more successful that you get, the more money you make, the problems only get bigger and worse. So if you learn to manage your little problems, you're going to be fine. And me personally, bro, like, I just want to keep inspiring, keep trying to change the world, and basically show my son, show my friends, show my family what's possible if you just believe in yourself, because imagination is a powerful thing.
Let the people know where they can find you real quick.
You can find me at AK40 Devin Official on Instagram, Soundsick Productions at Instagram, soundsickproductions.com. Devin's Vision is a new Instagram page where I'm basically posting all of my videography work, from commercial work to weddings to brands to music video. Everything's gonna be on there, so make sure you follow. If anybody needs any video work done, you know where to find me. Let's go.
Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am M.I., meanings Infinite. I'm a spoken word poet from Hillsborough, New Jersey. It is great to be here at MadMinds. I'm glad that I got to rock it, and everything turned out fantastic.
Word, dude. So, you said you're from where?
I'm from, I like to say, I'm from a boring suburban town called Hillsborough.
Hillsborough.
That's where I'm from.
So where's that in Jersey?
That's, Somerset County.
So basically like Central Jersey?
Yeah, Central Jersey.
Central
I'm glad we
Jersey.
got another Central Jersey guy here. That makes me happy.
I'll be honest with you. I was not a Central Jersey person before, but then when they made it into a law,
You got on board.
I follow the law.
I messed with that. That's tough. I like that. That's good.
So when'd you get started with spoken word?
Well, it was kind of it was a bit all over the place as far as the process goes, but like I got into writing in general, like around like freshman year of high school, and a lot of that wasn't even like poetry then. It was literally just like a lot of novel writing stuff, writing like dystopian fiction, and then eventually like some of the stuff that I was writing like kind of just sounded like poetry, and it started to slowly kind of put me on this course. And the big catalyst for everything was, and I kind of talked about in the poem that I performed today, was I met this teacher around my junior year. And it was for this write intensive, and he was a big hip hop guy, and he was teaching spoken word class. I'm like, what is spoken word? Is that like off the top of the head? I don't even know what that means. And he just kind of blew my world open. He took me out to like my first open mic. You know, he got me to perform. Shout out to Mr. E. That is who I'm speaking about. Mr. E. Eric Shandroff, Mr. E. He's a fantastic artist. If you've never heard of him, please check him out. And he's a dear friend, and he taught me so much just about everything that you see from me.
Word, dude. So, what do you do nowadays, like that involve that? Because did I hear you perform before? Was that you?
If you heard a guy yelling in people's faces, that was most likely me. Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But you did the spoken word though,
That's
right?
me. That's
sweet,
me.
sweet. So, how many events do you usually do from like month to month?
From month to month, I mean, it definitely varies now because now I'm, jumping into. I'm much younger than I actually look. I'm 22, and
sweet, yeah.
So and I'm just jumping into the adult world now. So I'm trying to figure out the whole, trying to balance all that properly, without going over too much, or I got to be conscious about how late I'm staying out.
Yeah, nah, dude,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
So is that a university you have on your hat?
It is a university hat.
Is that Rutgers or
Rider University?
Rider. That's what's up.
Yes.
What do you study at Rider?
I graduated this year with a bachelor's in psychology.
Sweet. So is that what you want to do like full time, or like where does spoken word take priority in your life?
Number one, because that's like that's my drive in life. It's my purpose. At the same time, though, I know I got to pay the bills, and as a good friend would say, poetry is a beggar's art. So it is what it is. But of course, as poets, we're always trying to communicate and trying to create a platform so that it's not a beggar's art anymore, and that's something special. It's back into the mainstream, because we in the art form right now, not just the spoken word and poetry in general. There are what I would call trailblazers. You got people like, you might have heard Jay Ivy or Amanda Gorman and stuff like that, and they're more well-known names, but they're not household names just yet. We need to get more household names, and we need to create a platform for people so that we can try to push poetry back into the mainstream. Because every single time people see me perform, I get the classic, "Oh man, you should go do rap music" or something like that. To which I always reply, "No man, you gotta join the dark side, be a poet." Because it's just, there's so much more that I'm able to do, and so much more that I'm able to do creatively as an artist, and I just enjoyed the experience much.
Have you ever thought about releasing your own like book, or do you have anything that's out already?
I'm very close to completing a draft of what's called a chapbook. Poets have what's called a chapbook. It's basically just a smaller book. A small book, usually only like $5 or something like that. Anybody can get it. And I'm getting very, very close to it. I'm going to try to finish it by the end of the year, hopefully. Get it out to some publishers, some local publishers I know. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm working towards.
So what advice do you have for people who are trying to also get into spoken word, who might not be into it yet?
Forget every stereotype, rule, everything. Like, everybody thinks that spoken word, just do slam poetry. That's what that is. I have to write a poem about trauma for 3 minutes. No, you don't. I've seen poems about everything. I've seen dudes write poems about like Toys R Us, poems about strippers, poems about, but it can be anything. So like, just forget any rules. And no, it doesn't have to rhyme either. You don't gotta do rhyme and stuff. Just do whatever. Like, a lot of people, especially when I come into these hip hop spaces, sometimes they're a little hesitant to come into like my poetry spaces when I do events, because they think, oh, it's poetry, it's all nice and cute, and that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of stuff that's rough and rugged, So those are my things that I would tell people. But just be yourself, forget the rules, and have a good time. It's a fun art.
I hate to put you on the spot, but do you have anything short that you would want to do for the mic or for the people listening?
Anything short? Yeah, sure, I can give you something.
Yeah, go ahead. You could look at the camera and let the people feel it.
I'll give you, this was the one I was originally going to do today, but I ended up doing something different. This is a poem. It's usually a bit of a hype piece, more hip-hop oriented. It's called Sword Show. My name is M.I., meaning's Infinite, it's who I be. But call me the coroner, because every performance I body. While some make a ripple with their voice, I create cerebral tsunamis. If spitting flames is anything like a boxing exhibition, I think I may weather the competition. Cause there's fire in my vocal cords. A single line from mine burns like hand sanitizer on an open sore. I can make any listener imagine dragons as I get every radio active, and every crowd will be clapping, cause I don't settle less. I'm a top level threat. I spit so much heat, I make the devil sweat. And I stay cooking like Chef Curry when he scores 3. I'm so lyrically sharp, I make swords bleed. When I have the floor, I'm John Wick in war mode. I make phonies dash like Morse code. Usually I'm deep and this time it's a sword show, but understand entertainment, when properly put to practice, can inspire people and bring them joy in times of sadness. We tend to think these things are meaningless, but in fact, it's something that can add value to this whole package. And I hope you feel that value tonight or whatever day, and do so at levels enormous, whilst you also admit to yourself that, as usual, MI has bodied this performance.
I can't snap, but hella
You don't gotta snap.
bro.
You
Hell
don't
yeah.
gotta snap. You
Hell
can do
yeah,
whatever.
Bro. Hell yeah, bro. That was fire, dude.
Thanks, man.
I
I
like
appreciate
that. That had a nice journey. It had a lot of like, what I guess you would call like punch bars. You know what I mean? I like that one with Radioactive and Imagine Dragons. That Mayweather one. That one slapped, bro.
Yeah.
That one slapped. That made me go like,
So what people often say about me, the number one comparison I get is that I'm like a battle rapper. And the thing is, and this is technically some secret stuff that I'm gonna leak, you know. But I'm working on a big rebrand for 2024, you know, because I want to really show people where I am, like firmly place myself like as an artist, so people know truly what I am. So I'm gonna be changing my handle around. I'm still Meanings Infinite. I'm MI Meanings Infinite, but I'm gonna change my handle to MI the Battle Poet, because I would like to think that I'm a bridge between something like battle rap and poetry. I can be the bridge between those two things, thus the Battle Poet.
heck yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you so much. I wish you the best of luck. Definitely let me catch your Instagram before you go.
Absolutely.
Because I would love to see like you would do any battle rap like or anything like that. That would be sick to see you, bro. I think you could have some bars there too.
Maybe one day, probably not, but maybe.
Or
who
even
knows?
I don't know if you ever been to the New Yorican Poetry Cafe.
I featured there once.
Really?
I featured there once.
Dude,
Yep.
next time you go, let me know. I would love to come through, dude, and help and support you in any way possible, man, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Let the people know where they can find you, your socials, any shout outs. Now's the time to do it.
So you can find me on Instagram currently as at Meanings Infinite. That's all one word, at Meanings Infinite. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on, dude. It's been a chill night, dude. It's been a super
Did we
chill
start
night.
already? Oh,
Yeah, dude.
shit.
We haven't right
Oh,
into
man.
it because there's been such a chill night. I haven't been doing the whole welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Word. That's fair.
But let the
That's
people
fair.
know who you are real quick.
My name is Ethan Ross. I'm a rapper from New Jersey. I'm global. I'm worldwide. It's Cone Gang, from life until death and after that. You already know.
Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah, bro.
Yes, Sirski.
So what brings you out to the Morristowns tonight? The Morris Boonies.
I just love saying hi to my friends.
Hell yeah, dude.
I just love being around my friends. And I love having experiences. I'm an extrovert. I like to be around people.
So it seems like you've been like on like a high of like just like life recently. I feel like.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot better. I've been working out. I've been taking care of myself, making new music. I've been finally like stretching my plays the way I want to stretch them.
yeah,
So like things have really been working out for me. Thank God, by the grace of God. It's been a really rough year, but Cone Gang, we're just coning.
Dude,
We got the cones. We built the cone shrine.
even though like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like crazy shit going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody I've talked to who's come on here
Yeah.
are all in like really good spirits, and I really rock with that.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think
rock
a
with
lot
that.
of us were very depressed for this whole year.
Yeah.
For a lot of different reasons. It seems like a collective thing. Like, I'm not trying to air out your business, but I feel like maybe you'd relate for like
Heck
a small
yeah, bro,
Yeah,
heck
okay.
yeah.
I wasn't trying to just like
Nah,
air
dude,
out your
it's-
whole shit,
dude,
make
nah,
you look
it's
like
chill.
a fucking Yeah.
I think I've told people too when I got back
Yeah.
into it, like when I because I didn't do anything during the summer. I think the first
Wow.
thing I posted back, like when it was like August, I was like, all right guys, I'm back. It took a while, but I'm back. I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's like this might be the last podcast of the year because
Yeah.
all I have planned is to finish my editing projects that I have to do, which
Word.
include yours.
Wow.
I just had to finish some editing projects. I have another gig next week. I'm just trying to have a smooth sail to the end of the year because come January, dude, when I don't know, I think this is season 4 of Ayoo Chill.
Yeah.
Season 5, bro. Season 5, we're gonna come hard, bro.
What's season 5 like?
Dude, season 5 is gonna be. I guess I'm just gonna announce it here. Season 5, we're releasing
Let's do it.
We're releasing the pilot basically to season 5 as
Let's
the
do
end
it
of
up.
season 4.
I want to do more. I want to be part of it.
Yeah, dude, because we had a podcast that we shot that was in the car, but
Yeah.
I accidentally deleted the audio or lost the audio somehow, so I couldn't use it. But I just did a podcast with Cece Camacho
Oh, that's
in
fire.
the car.
She's fire. She's
it's
really
dope.
cool.
It's dope, and it's actually in the podcast itself.
Yeah.
I had her show me how she draws.
Okay.
And she drew on a piece of cardboard, and I recorded it while we were doing like the podcast. And
Okay,
stuff.
hell yeah. Fuck
it was
yeah.
Lit. It was super lit.
She's dope.
Yeah, dude. But tell me about you, man. Tell me about this fit. How did you decide on this fit today, dude?
How did I decide on it? It was a fast decision. I don't know how I decide on fits. I put it together and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Because I'm rocking with the pants. I'm rocking with the boots. I think
Yeah.
that's good. Puffer
Yeah.
jacket.
We got the Montclair,
It's,
yeah.
it's cold enough. It's cold enough to have the puffer jacket.
Yeah.
So you with that beanie, can't go wrong with the
Yeah,
beanie.
can't go wrong. Yeah,
and I think,
never
see, I love all of that. The gloves though, the gloves are bold. The gloves are a bold move. Cause
Yeah.
I don't know, like sometimes I feel like you could put on like skull stuff like that and it seemed corny. But I think that the shininess from your puffer jacket works with the gloves.
Yeah, and in a weird way, it's just
Yeah.
like, it just kind of, you make it work. Like, even if it doesn't work, you make it. I have like a bunch of gloves that I love. Like, I get gloves at Walmart. I've gotten them off Amazon. I like hands. I think there's so much we could do with our hands. And like, I don't know, man. There's a certain mystery. Like, people not always supposed to see what our hands look like. Sometimes it's just a big mystery.
I like what you did there.
It's just a big mystery. But yeah, bro, I don't know. We just be dressing.
Talk to me about the song you have coming out.
Yeah, I'm about to drop Mac DeMarco.
Word. It's a
Shout out
song-
Mac DeMarco, the singer, my guy, another beloved, strange white guy who
What-
makes good music.
what
Is he a
ins-
redhead? I think he's also a redhead.
I don't know if he's a redhead. He might be a redhead.
What's up, bro? I think me and Mac DeMarco are low-key like cut from the same cloth in a weird way. That's what inspired me to name the song. What else were you about to ask about the song?
I was gonna ask
Yeah.
what inspired you to make a song about Mac DeMarco.
Song's not about Mac DeMarco though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that it? Did it release already?
No, the song comes out in like 3 hours.
Oh snap!
12 a.m. EST. So by
That-
the time everybody's seeing this, it's gonna have been out already, obviously. But
Damn. So
Yeah.
you didn't really spoil anything.
no.
That's crazy.
The song's not about Mac DeMarco.
So why then name it Mac DeMarco?
Cause I have a line in the song where I say, hatchet on my shoulder, bitch, I feel like Donnie Darko. I'm a weird white boy, bitches love me like Mac DeMarco.
And it was just boom. That was it.
Yeah, and I was like, that's like one of the coolest lines in the song. Cause like I mentioned Donnie Darko and Mac DeMarco. So I'm like, bro, like that's a crazy ass bar. I'm either gonna call the song Donnie Darko or Mac DeMarco. And I don't know anyone who ever made a rap song and called it Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, me neither, dude. And it's
Yeah.
funny too, cause like I saw Mac DeMarco, and it's like
Wow.
you could definitely get away with saying Donnie Darko, and then people feel like, oh, this is gonna be another like song that has a Donnie Darko vibe.
Just another one, yeah.
But now you put
Yeah.
Mac DeMarco, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, he might have like a song that's like funky or something that comes out.
Yeah,
But
no, no, no,
regardless,
no, no,
I'll
no.
listen to it and I'll be like, damn, I'll probably rock with it.
Yeah. Thank you.
How do you feel like this song is different?
I feel like this song is more of a combination of different genres I like rather than just one. I feel like this song is genre bending because it's multiple elements. Like there's guitar in it. It has like some emo vibes and then it has like some really hardcore hardcore, very dark, like hard-hitting vibes while being on the sensitive side with the beat. So I don't know, the beat kind of, it almost has a nostalgic call to it with the type of melody. I really, really fuck with it. What's up, bro? Yeah, the type of beat it is, man, with the guitar, like, can't go wrong. It put me in my feels when I heard the beat. It put me in my feels, but I didn't want to sing, really. I laid down, like, the hardest shit over, like, a sensitive type beat. Yeah, that's how we do it.
I rock with that.
A nice little juxtaposition, a nice little duality. There's another word I'm trying to think of. It ends in an E. It's two things next to each other.
I was thinking parallel, but that's
You're close, you're close. It's a term for two things that are really close to each other, but are dichotomy.
Dichotomy. Okay.
It's a nice little dichotomy between like a really sensitive side and like a really like dark hardcore side.
Word.
I thought I heard them playing a D Savage song. I'm a huge D Savage fan.
Well, I'm glad to hear that the songs that come out and it's something different. Talk to me a little bit about, because
I have 2 other songs coming out this month too.
Word?
We dropping 4 songs this month, yeah.
What songs? What are the names?
I'm dropping Brick on, when am I dropping Brick? Like December 22nd, I think Brick is dropping.
Can I guess what Brick is about?
Sure.
Okay. Brick is a song that you made when you went outside and you were really cold and you didn't have a jacket on, and so you wrote a whole song about how cold it is and how when the snow touches your forehead, when you look up into the sky, and you talk about how when the snow hits your forehead, you were so cold that as soon as the snow hit your forehead, you had a brain freeze.
Wow.
And your legs gave out, but you gave in to the brick.
I have songs where I mentioned that. This is not one of them. This song is a little different from that. This song is Brick in a different way. Yeah. This song is like, it's Brick like building something brick by brick. It's like, it's inspired by the metaphor of just like you're building something up. Like you're building an enterprise or like an empire or just some sort of like, you're doing something solid for yourself and you're building it brick by brick. So the lines that open the song, it's like, Cone Gang, lay it down brick by brick. Fuck around, get knocked out, KO. Okay, safe and sound with my sick self, and the house ain't home. Everybody wanna make shit like this. Everybody wanna water things down way more. Drip on my arms like I slit my wrist. Blew more than your rent, now my mouth stay gold. No, now my mouth stay gold. I fucked up the bar. It's okay, I haven't listened to the song in forever. I make a lot of music, like so much music, so I don't remember my lyrics a lot. But I'm excited for Brick. Super hard song. It's like kind of like sensual. It's like kind of like sexy. It's sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah, it's mad sexy.
Okay.
Yeah, Brick is mad sexy, but in like a real like hard sort of way.
And you said December 22nd?
Yeah, it's either the 22nd or 23rd. I forgot, but yeah, I'm dropping it with a couple of my homies from Europe that produced it.
Word.
Yeah. Real talented European producers.
Shout out Europe, yo.
Yeah, shout out the people that make my music for me, because like without them, I would just be fucking rapping on an acapella, but they laid the beat. And then I have another song, I think the 29th, another like real sexy, dark type of song.
Word.
Yeah, so we're closing out the year real strong and coming into the new year absolutely swinging.
Yeah, dude.
Like, super fucking hard.
I'm really hoping that this next year is gonna have a lot of blessings.
Yeah.
And I think the blessings are gonna come with the hard work you put in.
Thank you.
But,
you too.
Yeah,
100%.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question for you real quick, because actually I haven't asked anybody who's been here, and you're very familiar with all the MadMinds events.
For sure.
How is the event going so far? Like, is it chill? Like, do you feel like the
cool.
people are into it?
Yeah, especially because it's an open mic. Like, I feel like the turnout is incredible.
Word,
because
man.
it's like not the official event, more just like a side event, but I feel like this is mad successful.
Yeah, I felt like you came at a good time too, because
perfect time.
Yeah, because I feel like you came at just the point where it started changing from like, because I feel like, you know, whenever you have an open mic, the first couple of performances you have on, they have to set the vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
And like it's kind of hard to finally get into the swing of things.
100%.
But it seems like things are now in the swing of things, dude.
Easy.
It seems match up. And I love
Easy.
seeing Turk just chilling and hanging out. You know,
Me too, yeah,
I
it's
love seeing
refreshing.
everybody hang out and stuff. You know,
I like it when people just chill.
and this doesn't even our podcast right now doesn't feel as much as like, oh my god, hey, you know, welcome to the.
I don't like it when it feels like that either. I like it when things are kind of laid back and everything.
Yeah, this definitely feels like that. Laid back. Even setting this up, I wasn't worried too much. I'm not sweating like a behemoth right now.
As you shouldn't be, yeah. Like, I feel like, you know, we always walk into things like we're supposed to freak out, especially on the East Coast. But I think when we learn to relax is when life really happens. Yeah, bro.
So, what message? Do you have anything else that you wanted to tell to the people? Anything else that was on your mind? Now's the time to lay it out. And if not, we'll close it out.
What message do I have for the people?
Anything. Anything, whether it's a message for the people or anything on your mind.
I think everyone should believe in themselves. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it's going to be really, really hard to maneuver through life given the fact that there's so much bad, there's so much evil in the world, and I think the best way to combat that is to really take a look at who's in the mirror and fall in love with that person. That's number one. Fall in love with yourself. Everybody's trying to fall in love. Everybody wants to like find somebody that they love. I think within you is who you're supposed to love. When you love that person, it's really a wrap. Like, it's gonna fall into place, I promise. So love yourself first. As cliche as it sounds, I really think that's the answer. Mwah.
I bet. Real quick, let the people know where they can find you.
Yes, sir. My name is Ethan Ross. You can find me Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Apple Music, SoundCloud, really anything that you use, Twitter, ETHANROSS. That's Ethan Ross. Cone Gang. I love you. Yes, sir. Yeah. That was gorgeous.
Just let the people know who you are, where you're from, and we'll get started.
All right, so my name is Bigg Snamis. That's BIGGSNAMIS. You can find me on all streaming platforms. Instagram, that's what I mostly use. So, and I do urban Latin, so it's all in Spanish currently.
Word, that's what's up. Yo, do me a favor, just move the mic a little bit closer to you.
Sure,
Don't be afraid to adjust it at all.
No problem.
Perfect.
How's
Now I
that?
can you great. So you said you do just Latin music right now?
Urban Latin right now,
Urban
yeah.
Latin,
So
that's what's up.
reggaeton, you know what I mean? I did a little drill up there to keep the energy up, you know what I mean? But right now, not many people speak Spanish up there, so you know what I mean? It was a bit of a challenge right there.
Pero yo sí puedo hablar en español.
Ah, ¿sí?
Claro que sí.
Ah, bueno, ¿de dónde tú vienes?
Recién fui a como vacaciones para 2 semanas ahí en Perú.
En Perú, bueno, que yo soy dominicano.
Dominicano, que
Sí,
lo
sí,
que,
sí.
que lo que mi gente. ¿Tú sabes qué? Me gusta mucho la música del Alfa,
Ya.
pero yo noté cuando yo fui a Perú, muchas de las personas no saben el Alfa, porque como aquí siempre yo estoy jangueando ahí con unos boricuas dominicanos. Pues aquí hay puros boricuas, puros dominicanos, ¿no?
Claro.
Y como todo tiene su cultura para poner los parlantes bien grandes en sus carros, ¿no?
Exacto.
Eso me encanta.
Ahora mismo, en ese sentido, el Alfa, he's the one that's spreading dembow out, you know, globally, right? So, el Alfa ahora mismo en muchos países no se conoce todavía. Yo sé que él está llegando aquí, él está llegando a lugares como Colombia, porque está centrado en eso de la música urbana, el reggaetón, el dembow, you know what I mean? So, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get in there and you know, make sure that everybody listens to a little bit more of what it is, our culture, right? And even though I'm Dominican, right, I'm not right now engaging in what it is dembow, which is very mainstream in my home country. You know, I'm focusing more on all the other diverse genres, right? Right now, I got a little bit of a couple projects coming up. One is a little Jersey club, you know what I mean? Which I know big artists like Bad Bunny, Mora, and those people, right? They're engaging in all of that right now, which hasn't been done before, you know? I know as far as Jersey Club's been around forever.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I feel like Jersey Club. I mean, I've known Jersey Club ever since I was little, you know? And what part of Jersey you say you're from?
So I grew up in Randolph.
Okay.
But I'm currently out in Parsippany right now.
Sweet. So you're right around the corner, man.
I am, yeah.
But, yeah, dude, I mean, like, I feel like Jersey Club has been around forever, and I feel like we're finally getting the shine that it's deserved. Although I do feel like Jersey's still swept under the rug as a state, as a culture, and what we're trying to bring.
Right.
But what are the things that you find hardest as an artist? Especially you said all your music right now is still in Spanish, right?
Well, you know, one of the things, especially tonight, I got to experience the fact that since nobody here, there was only like one other person that actually spoke Spanish, right? Is getting my message out and having understand my lyrics, because everything that I write everything myself, and everything that I write, I like to have some meaning to it, you know what I mean? There's some people out there, you know, there's some artists out there that they have a good beat and they throw words around and it's good, it's a hit, right? But for me, something inside me, I can't just do that. I gotta have some coherence to it, you know?
Yeah.
And that right there seemed to me like a bit of a challenge. But other than that, you know, I'm just having fun right now, just trying to do what I can. And I have a vision. I hope others out there can, you know, can relate and can see it as well as I do. And yeah, that's about it.
So what's the thing that brought you into music? Like, what inspired you to become a musician?
Oh man, I've been working on music since I was 9 years old. I've always been writing. I was always the type to, you know, something pops into my head, I write. You know what I mean? Obviously, there was a lot of distractions along the way, you know, and recently I discovered that with technology being so advanced, you can do music on your phone. You know what I mean? So I went in and I got into this app called BandLab, right? And it's a great tool. You know, it has a lot of things in there for you to make your own music and everything. And I was able to get in there and actually start doing my own thing, right? So I think that was something that really opened me up. You know, all the stuff that I had written back then, all that practice that I had throughout the years, I was able to put it down and really express myself in that way. You know, I have a couple other projects that are out on all streaming platforms right now, and I just hope that in the future a lot more people can listen to it and, you know, get in that train, you know.
For sure. So have you gone back to the Dominican Republic and performed there at all?
Not at all, not yet. You know, since technically I'm really starting out as of this year and a little bit of last year. I haven't gone out there and done anything yet, but I would love to. I would definitely love to go back to my home country and just, you know, vacation out there and get to perform out there for those people, see how they feel about it and everything like that. Yeah, for sure.
All right, I have two more questions for you, okay?
Sure.
First one of the two is, what advice do you have for people who are trying to do what you do, become a musician, and even maybe make Spanish music?
I think right now, you know, some of the biggest artists out there have opened the doors for a lot of us to be heard worldwide. And like I said, with technology being so advanced right now, I go for it. You know what I mean? If you have the time, you can make the time for it. Go for it, because at the end of the day, it's really as they say, right? You only have one life, and if you're in your mind like, damn, I wish I could have done this, I wish I could have done that. No, the time is now. The time is now, and you got to take advantage of it, because at the end of the day, you know, you spend your life doing something else, and then you realize, damn, I could have been doing this, I could have been doing that. Do it now, and even if it's just for you. Even if nobody listens to it, even if it's just a way to convey your messages, to convey your feelings, do it, because it's therapeutic. I swear to God, it is. It is.
Last question I got for you, en español. Es verdad, en todos los diferentes países donde vas, México, El Salvador, Perú, Brasil, Argentina, hay una variedad de jergas, pues en inglés sería como slang, ¿no? ¿Cuáles son tus favoritos jergas, slang, en el español del República Dominicana?
República Dominicana, una de las jergas favoritas mía es, bueno, por ejemplo, nosotros siempre estamos como que, ¿qué lo que? Which a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? It's just saying, what's up, right? Pero otra de las cosas es, hay muchas, la verdad hay muchas, está claro. Bueno, allá siempre, en la República Dominicana siempre hay una forma de usar una palabra y convertirla en algo que se convierte en jerga. Tutacloro, por ejemplo.
¿Y qué significa eso?
Eso es básicamente tutaclaro. Pero en vez de usar claro, se usa tutacloro.
Tutacloro.
Bueno, o otra cosa es, por ejemplo, allá no se dice, like, oh, let's change the topic, ¿eh? No estamos en eso. No estoy en eso.
No estoy en eso.
No estoy en eso, ya.
No estoy en eso. Está cloro.
Está cloro.
No estoy en eso,
hay que
está
hablar,
cloro.
No hay que hablar, pasamos página y ya. Todo tranquilo. You know what I mean?
Sweet, dude. I appreciate you coming on so much, man.
Thank you.
Let the people know where they can find you, any socials, any shout outs. Now's the time to do it.
So I'm on Instagram. Again, my name is Bigg Snamis. That's BIGGSNAMIS. You can find me on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, literally anything you can think of. And I will be coming out with more projects, so stay tuned. Do make sure to follow me so you get the latest updates and everything like that. Smash that like button and... No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you can find me anywhere, really. All right?
Appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, dude. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yo, what's up? Thank you for having me, AO Chill Podcast. I see you all the time at MadMinds show, so it's really an honor for me to be
Word.
here.
And I don't think I've had you on the podcast yet.
This is my first MadMinds show that I'm performing at in a minute. Not gonna
Word.
lie, but yeah, Irate Specialist. It's nice to meet you.
Word, nice to meet you too, dude. So where you from? Where'd you say you from?
I'm from Jersey, like the Oranges.
Oranges? Word,
Yeah,
word.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
the Oranges, man.
Yeah,
A lot of talent in the Oranges, man.
Yes.
For sure. A lot of talent and a lot of history coming
We
out
keep
there.
it fresh. We keep it zesty. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep it citrusy.
Do you know by any chance Reg Mason? No. Sorry, Reg Mason is from Union. Who am I thinking about from the Oranges right
Chris
now?
Patrick.
Chris Patrick. Obviously Chris Patrick. Yeah, he's from the Oranges.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking about somebody else more local because Chris Patrick was kind of like
Yeah, he blew up.
He blew up, and then he's like not in Jersey, not in and out. You know what I mean?
I'm really, it's just talking about him real quick. It's really like inspiring to see his journey because like I remember a couple 3, 4, or 5 years ago we was in the same fucking Samad Savage.
Samad,
I know
yeah.
a lot of people know his name in Jersey. He used to do a show at the Meat Locker in Montclair.
Yeah.
And I met a whole bunch of artists there, and Chris Patrick was one of those artists.
one of the artists at the Meat Locker?
Before all this shit, and like I already knew that he was one of them ones, so. It's really inspiring to see his whole like blow up. It's inspiring.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. It's cool. I actually would love to see like Chris Patrick type like to headline one of the shows here
Yes,
at
yeah.
MadMinds.
Yeah, he gotta come back. He gotta come back to Jersey. I know he's doing a show at SOBs recently, but I don't know if he's been around here since he really, you know. Because I think he relocated as well.
He might have, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's usually what the vibe is when you finally blow up. It's hard to stay here in Jersey
It is.
and support when there's not a big basis of like shows and that actually attract people.
Yeah.
It's nice to see like, you know, the room filling up now here. It's also nice to see like how this is a new venue and we could still get love at a new venue because usually we do like really, really big shows. And this is the first time I've actually podcasted at one of their smaller just open mics, very chill vibes and everything. So yeah, dude. So tell me a little bit more about yourself. So how long have you been making music for?
I'd have to say like, I want to say 2017, 2018. Yeah, 2017, 2018, I had to really start. I was a freshman in college, sophomore in college, and I really started like, because I had been practicing my penmanship. I was really nervous about putting any work out there before I thought that it was actually good. And then freshman year, I was like, okay, might as well. So I've been, since around that time.
So what inspired you to become a musician?
Honestly, just other artists. Specifically, my biggest two inspirations when I started were Tyler, the Creator, and Childish Gambino. Because I grew up on their music, and it always connected to me in a different way, in a special way that, like, you know, I was inspired to create myself. So.
Of course,
Yeah.
dude. So then, what brings you now? Like, what are you feel like your goals are as an artist? Like, what are you trying to bring to the people?
Me, honestly, if I can make like some sort of income off my music and spread a message that is going to actually resonate with people, like people could actually connect with, that's really all I want. That's really all I want. Like, you know, just to get my voice out there. Like, I don't need to be famous, anything like that, you know, but I want to make music that connects to people, that people can feel.
Of course. So, what do you do now besides music?
Currently, I'm an assistant manager at a men's warehouse.
Word.
Yeah. So I work there, and I'm really big into crypto. So I've been trading and
Men's Warehouse on 46?
Route 10.
Route 10.
But I know the one on 46 too.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, we might have. I feel like I might have seen you, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I live by the one that on 46.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say. Men's Warehouse got some nice clothes.
It does.
They do.
All I'm saying, come through, I'll hook you up with a suit. You know what I'm saying? On the
Nah,
low.
dude, I'll definitely hit you up, dude. I'll definitely hit
say
you up.
less, say less.
'Cause I don't know about I'm usually dressed like mad chill, you know, laid back. But I'm thinking for the next season we might switch to a suit just
Okay.
to see how it goes.
Okay.
So maybe this will be the link.
Yo,
This will be the link.
I'm gonna give you my contact. We could be in touch.
So tell me a little bit more, man. Like, when was the last MadMinds show that you came to?
Last MadMinds show. It was I think it was the last one that they had at the Homestead. I don't remember exactly how long ago that was, but it was like I'm pretty sure a couple months ago. I popped up and I did like a little open mic, and then it was small though. I was at the beginning, so not a lot of people there, but you know, I've been supporting MadMinds for a while though.
What are the biggest things you think that Jersey lacks that it could use to become a powerhouse in the music industry?
Okay. I feel like I think somebody just said it. It was like more of like or you just said it. It's like more of a like community area to really like cultivate artists, because I feel like a lot of the spaces that have really blown up recently, like Atlanta, where else am I thinking about? Definitely Atlanta is one example that sticks out very prominently in my mind. They have a whole bunch of artist communities, like artists come there. Texas as well, that's where I was thinking. They have a whole bunch of communities where artists can get together, really, you know, politic talk, and it's like on a more regular basis than we have out here in Jersey, because we're so close to the city. Everybody might go there, or you know, like it's kind of split, you know, like the New York, New Jersey crowds, they should be the same, I feel like, but it's not.
You know what's weird? I'll tell you what, because I've been thinking about starting like a low-key, like there might be something in the works right now where we're making a show where we kind of judge people and host people and they perform in front of a crowd. And then we kind of like judge their performance and give them pointers and stuff.
Giving Apollo vibes.
Yeah, you know, for sure. And I think that, like, I don't know, I think that Jersey needs more of that. Because I also think Jersey's a hard crowd.
It is.
I think Jersey's a hard crowd, but I also feel we're a hard crowd because we're a real crowd.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like, if something's ass, like, we won't make noise for it. Even if something's decent, we'll be like, all right, we might bump our heads. But to get us moving, you gotta have it.
Yeah.
You gotta have it. And even some people who might have it already, if we're not big fans of you, then it's like, what are we doing? You know? I feel like it's not like a lot of other places where like you might find people who are into like a million different genres, or like they know a lot of people, rather than like, I don't know.
It's got to be because of where we're located, because we're so close to New York and stuff, like the birthplace of hip hop, and like, you know, we have like such talent that really came out of Jersey, fucking parts of Wu-Tang, Lauryn Hill, like we know good music here.
For sure.
So it's like, if you really gonna step on that stage, you gotta come correct. because, like you were saying, we're not just gonna applaud for everything. But that is a reason why I like shows and venues like this, where it's just like artists come out and we show love. It's just support. It's just you share your work and we're gonna support you. We're gonna be like, we're gonna give you feedback.
Yeah,
you know?
there's definitely that. So I have a couple more questions for you.
Yeah.
One, what artist can you name that you really rock with right now in the Jersey scene?
There's several here actually right now. Definitely CallMeMisfit. That's my fucking boy. Like, that nigga is so tough. His album Loverboy, that shit came out before Drake. Certified Loverboy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But CallMeMisfit, or I think he's just Misfit on the Apple Music's. Definitely him. Samad Savage, of course.
Love Samad, man.
He's one of my favorite artists in Jersey, without a doubt, because like just the quality and the music is just so good.
Samad's a legend, man.
You know, that's all I can really say about it. And then of course Jay Wonder, Gino 5,
Love
Steven
Gino
X.
too.
Jersey has just so much talent out here. I really wish people would like stop sleeping. And I think people are starting. People are starting to wake up to like the Jersey music scene. And I see that like different rappers mentioning Jersey, like, you know, people on news talking about Jersey and shit in the rap. So I'm excited for what's coming up next, especially because we have so many artists that are really starting to blow now.
For sure.
So that's going to also bring eyes back to the scene, back to the culture, and then we could grow from there. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Jersey music scene.
So to close out the pod, I want to let you, if you don't have anything, if you have any thoughts, anything you felt like you haven't said that you wanted to say, now is the time to bring it up and we'll discuss it.
Yes, okay. So I am currently working on a project. It is called The Hero's Journey. It's basically like kind of amalgamation of songs over the past couple years. I've been going through a journey and I had to put it to music. That's really how I, work through things. And, if I were to give one piece of advice, it would be, just really take some time to connect with yourself. Like, I'm a big proponent of meditation, mindfulness, sitting, tapping into yourself, because especially in the world today, I feel like that's something that we don't do as often as we should. And definitely my reminder would be, sit, have some time with yourself, get to know yourself, get to know who you are, and then explore, find out like the depths of yourself. Like, that will really give you a life that you can be fulfilled in living.
Word, dude. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
I appreciate you.
Dude, I appreciate you too, bro. Of course, dude. Please let the people know where they can find you, your Instagram. Now's the time to do it.
Yes, so my name is Irate Specialist. You can find me on all platforms under that name, Irate Specialist. And you can find me under, at IG, under real_Irate_Specialist. My IG got hacked. I'm building it back
to the
up.
best of us, man.
I'm building it back up. I haven't been posting crazy, but I'm about to get back into it. So thank you for having me. I really like that corduroy shirt. That shit
Thanks,
is
man.
hard.
I appreciate it,
I had
dude.
to say that before I leave, but appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro. Much love, man.
Yes.
Cool.
There's no like crazy intro, but please let the people know real quick who you are and where you're from.
Hi, my name's Erene Olson. I'm from Jersey. You can find me on Instagram, ERENE.music.
So we actually connected recently on Instagram, and you were talking about coming on the podcast. I'm finally glad that you're here.
Me too.
Talk to me about your performance, because I actually stood in for that.
Okay, so I had something else I was coming from, and I'm like, I know I gotta get here, sign up early. I'm not sure if I'll even make it. And then I checked the GPS, and it said 7 o'clock exactly. I said, all right, it's a sign. I should go. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna sing this one song called Deserve. I made it in 2021. with Ethan Ross, and I DM'd him. I'm like, hey, like, is there any chance you're coming tonight? If so, do you want to do like your verse? And literally he shows up like 10 minutes later right next to me. I'm like, oh, I DM'd you. Did you see it? He was like, nah, just like, hey. And I was like, ooh, okay. It's a sign. But you know what's funny though? Like I did mess up the words a bit. It's been a while since I sang it. Yeah. But like I checked back because, you know, artists can be very critical. It still sounded good.
Yeah, no.
So I'm not mad. It still sounded, I mean, will you hear the same thing, you know, on Spotify? No, you won't. But you know what? Live versions, different, cooler, funner. Yeah.
It's you know what? It's events like this is the perfect time to test out stuff, test new things, and just honestly just go for anything, you know? And you know, my favorite part is that when you had that little hiccup, right, between when his verse and your verse, like, or something happened there, right? I love it how you just kept going.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing. That's what you could tell.
Like, hey.
And then just boom, you just get right into it. Because, you know, there's a lot of people who would let their whole, like, performance, like, that affect their, like, emotion.
Yeah,
and I feel like once you let that happen, everybody's just kind of like,
everyone's like,
But honestly, because I was actually standing there for it and watching you guys, it was great.
Thank
it was great.
you.
It finished off strong. And that's the biggest thing you want to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So tell me about where you are in your music journey. I mean, we haven't really kept up since college at
literally.
all, right?
Back when you were playing the trumpet, right?
I was playing euphonium.
It's all the same. No.
Low-key. So tell me where you are in your journey, like what you've been up to, what's new.
Okay, so I'm doing music full time now. I perform, I sing, I make music. I have my first music video called NF. That's literally NF by me. You could check it out. It was so much fun. We went to Central Park. We went all over Jersey. We're dancing a little bit. Super fun. Making more music, performing more. I'm hoping to do some more festivals and whatnot. I just performed at an award show. And let me tell you, I performed there, and there was like mad people. It was like Charlamagne the God was there. Black China was there. Mad people, right? Sade WNTRBRK, icon, right? She was there. And best thing about that, I'm not going to lie, I got this goodie bag. Packed. And all my Christmas gifts already there. Boom. Christmas shopping done. But yeah, I'm just looking to put myself out there more. I have a plan, but I'm also very much still make room for life. You know, where it puts me is where I'll go. But then I also, like I said, performing, all that fun stuff. Yeah, meeting more people.
Talk to me how you ended up getting that gig for like performing in front of like at the award show. Like, how did you get that type of gig?
Well, I used to work at a PR and like marketing agency, now like a full creative agency. And I worked like, that's like who put on the events and the shows. And like, I was there for like 4 years, right? And shout out to Nakia. She runs it and she was so great. And even while I was there, she was like, she would be like, hey boo, like, hey boo, hey ladybug. And she was like, boo, you know, like I'm ready for you to like retire me, like when you do it, whatever. So she always like put me on to things, even when I was still working there. She'd be like, oh, I have an artist for your event and her name's Irene. I'd be in my office like, me? So yeah, honestly, it's just connecting with people and like keeping good relationships. So I quit that job about like last year, and like, you know, she's still, you know, we're still in contact, we're still good. And honestly, she taught me a lot about making connections with people, reaching out to people that you know, work with everyone you know.
Of course.
It's always a great time. So yeah.
So you were saying before, you were saying how although you're doing music and very involved in music, you do other things as well. What do you do besides music? Like, what do you do to keep
so
occupied?
I started it, and I'm getting back into it now that I have more of a routine, because I took a trip earlier this year that kind of disrupted life, but it was fun though. I am like doing some music for ads type stuff, so some more like behind the scene production kind of stuff. And then I model sometimes. I actually just came from a shoot. I got these free bundles, Remy. That's why I usually don't even wear lashes. Like, I got these big old lashes on from that, but I'm not mad at it. Yeah, so I'll do like some modeling. I'll do that. I'll do like different performance events and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm chilling. I'm good. Yeah.
So what advice do you have for people who are trying to do what you do, whether it comes to like modeling, music, or balancing the two and trying to also succeed and become bigger and a more in tune part of this industry?
I think a piece of advice I'd give is like, you can like, I could sit here and be like, I did this, that, and the third, here's what I recommend, but like, do you? Like, no one has the same exact, you know, path in life, especially for music. So take in the information that people tell you, but at the end of the day, like, you know what you want to do best. And like, also just don't get too comfortable. Make sure you push yourself out of your comfort zones. That was a big thing for me this year. I was like kind of scared to let go of certain things. I'm like, I don't know if this will work out. But then like letting go of it, more things came in the way way, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing, like just what I needed. So don't be afraid to actually stay uncomfortable. Matter of fact, stay uncomfortable. Like have $1 million in the bank, but still like, rap or sing like Rents Do. Like that's one advice. But you don't listen. Have to listen to me. Yep.
So, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't get to, or anything that you wanted to shout out before we close out the interview?
I have a new song out called Sidewalk. Super fun, kind of groovy pop. If you like Dua Lipa, it's kind of in that realm. I definitely will be I don't know if it's gonna be out next year, but I am gonna be working on my album next year. I'm gonna try to make it out by the end of next year, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. Album comes out by the end of next year, and I already have the name for it. It's all written, actually. It's called Everything I've Ever Felt, the playlist. Because someone once told me, they were like, if you have like something mastered by different people, then it has a different vibe to it and whatever. It's hard to count as an album, but it's basically everything I've ever felt, and I wanted it to kind of feel more like a playlist. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call it this instead. Oh, and the last thing I will say, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. That shirt is amazing also. I noticed it when you're like, is there anything else you want to say? And I'm like, that's a dope shirt.
Thank you, yo. Everybody's been commenting on it tonight. Thank you.
It's
I appreciate
the texture. I mean, it suits you. Like it's with the MadMinds. Oh, the MadMinds hat. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I got these little nice Adidas shoes too.
I thought they were lit up because of the light underneath them. Like, oh, that looks like the Skechers, like, but for adults.
I would still wear them.
Yeah, those are dope. Those are so dope. I would get them too.
I actually got my niece a pair recently.
Did you? You're like, man, these are...
They're fire. They're super fire.
Yeah.
But Erene, I want to thank you so much for coming onto the podcast. Please let the people know where they can find your social medias.
Yes. Once again, that is, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at ERENE.music. Follow me on Spotify, all that fun things. New stuff is always coming on the way, so be on the lookout.
All right. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
That was so good. Thank you.
I'm rocking with the bucket hat, by the way.
Thank you. I have the matching Disney jacket. You feel me?
Oh, that's fire, yo.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Shout out to my boy Dave at DLM. Yeah, so we got the matching joint M. Yeah.
I like it. It looks nice.
It's for Mexican. It's not for Mickey Mouse.
It's not for Mickey Mouse. It's for Mexican. Yo, so we're just going to hop right into it. Mad chill vibes, man. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is REZLOVESU, REZLOVESU, but my Instagram is REZLOVESYOU. The U really stands for Unity, Underground, and the reason why I do this, which is you. So, every listener, I really want to tap in and, it's like I'm talking to them personally. It's like this, basically like this.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So tell me, dude, what's been up, bro? What's the update? You've been on this podcast.
Oh,
I think
God.
this is your third or second time?
It's third
time, right?
Yeah.
But so it's your third time, man.
I feel comfortable. Yeah, I feel good.
I'm glad.
If you look at the first one, I'm just I'm here to promote myself. But now, I feel comfortable and getting to know you. Seeing your journey has really been opening to me. This is somebody that is like me. He's an adventurer. He's a traveler. Somebody I could go on a podcast and answer questions with. Versus somebody I'm I don't really know you like that.
I appreciate it, dude. I really do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So tell me, dude. You came in here and you said we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just ready, man. December 10th or December 11th, I'm sorry. We got an EP coming. It's called Uploading. I'm really excited about it because it's an alternative sound versus the rapid rap, versus beats that are popular today. I'm really getting into a different bag where I'm slowing down a lot of the sounds. I'm also getting into pop beats, house music, Jersey club. I'm just expanding the mind, I'm not just rapping on regular trap beats or boom bap beats. Nothing wrong with that. Y'all do a great job, and I could cook y'all on them beats, but at the same time, it's just I'm ready to expand and grow into something new,
For sure.
Yeah, it's that time for me.
You know what? I feel like everybody is on some vibes right now where it's all I've gotten from everybody who's coming here so far is positive vibes, end of the year vibes.
Yeah.
It's very much yo, it's been a hell of a year.
Yeah.
And if anything is going to change, it's got to be this next upcoming year. And although a lot of people say it, I like the fact that I I've had people on the podcast. So like, let's say you don't come on this podcast till, let's say August of next year, right? Please try to come on before that, obviously.
Yeah,
but like,
of course.
let's say August of next year, and you're like, yo, not much has changed. I'll be like, yo, you came in here with all this game, saying that someone's gonna change, and nothing changed. But I'm glad that we could cement it here and hold you accountable, because that's what we gotta do.
Yeah, because like the thing is, man, I'm not afraid no more. Like when it comes down to it, like I used to be really in my mind about it, wondering if it was good enough, wondering if it was good as my. How do you say, like my peers in my city, things like that. But like I just realized it's go time. Everything is gonna surpass what's going on. I got sounds that are different. I've been really locked in. We have the music video coming up, Christmas Day. I'm gonna announce that now. Christmas Day, we're dropping Nothing But Gas video. And like I can't be nice no more. Like I can't be like, oh, it's okay, you guys go ahead and do your thing, and I'll wait till you're done. Nah, like it's Rez Loves You time. That's what it is.
You gotta be selfish, bro. I like that you've seen that too.
Absolutely.
I like that you've seen that too, cause it's hard. It's hard, cause me too. I'm naturally like I'm a nice guy. Hey, how are you? You know.
No, we're the term. I think the term is friendly. Like we're friendly because they say I actually Googled the term for nice. They say it's actually to play dumb. Like I Googled it. Like that's why people want a wife that's nice. You know, they want to play dumb and not like, you know. But essentially, like I've done so much for other artists. I've written for other artists. I've designed for other artists. I've painted the vision for other artists, and it's time for me to do my own thing and just expand more on what this Rez Loves You adventure has been all about.
What do you feel gave you that mind shift to start focusing more energy on yourself?
To be honest, it's just the pack, like the pack in my bag, where it's like a lot of Spanish people use the term dale ganas or ponte las pilas, a lot of stuff like that. So for me, it's just locked in where I play the music back 1 through 6, and I'm like, okay, this is better than what a lot of artists are putting out right now. So I feel like if they don't get that right now, 5 years later they're gonna be like, yo, Rez was ahead of the time with it. So, you know, I'm just ready to put that out. After this year, like I'm really not trying to work with other artists. Like I'm trying to really lock in from now to New Year's Eve. I've been reaching out to artists here at MadMinds that got bars, that got everything, you know, that got the package, you know. And I'm like, yo, let's work, let's sharpen that steel. And I'm not afraid. Like you can send me whatever you want. I'm not afraid of going on the beat, writing what I gotta write, saying what I gotta say. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be what it is. It's love. You know, because this is my way of not doing stupid shit. You feel me? Like God forbid I would have became like a serial killer. Or God forbid I would have became like I don't know, somebody that does damage in the world. I don't want to do that. You feel me? There's kids dying out here. Like, you know, there's a whole conflict going on, and people are unfortunately like losing their lives to it. And I'm here having a good old time. You know, so I'm on go mode. I'm not afraid of what these people got to put in front of me. I'm not afraid of no sorry text messages. I'm not afraid of nothing. You know, I'm here right now, and it's time to go. It's Rez Loves You time.
I rock with that, bro.
Yeah, thank you. And I feel comfortable saying that here, because like I could have gone on like done a freestyle or something, or gone on like a podcast and made it a big deal. But nah, like I'm here after I just did a hot set. Like, whoa, everybody was loving that. So, you know, I feel comfortable saying that here, and I feel comfortable saying that anywhere I step.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you sharing yourself. We always like having people here who feel like comfortable and feel real.
Absolutely.
You know? I did want to bring up a little bit.
Yeah. Feel free.
I like to kind of start this conversation off with like state of Jersey, right?
Yes.
Not just like the state, like the physical state, but the actual kind of not emotional state, but the musical state.
Oh, absolutely.
Of Jersey.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? I'm not gonna say anything about it, but where do you think Jersey is right now?
I think I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think I'm excited about this. I think we're at the door. I think we're knocking. Like, you know, we have artists that have obviously came out, you know, Fetty, we got 070 O'Shea, Coy Leroy, Shada Spence. It's just a lot of artists that have really broken through. So we're at the door knocking, you know. but there's also like layers beyond it. Like there's artists that are right there with them, but they're just not getting enough recognition. There's artists that are like below that level that are good, but they're not trying enough. They're not putting enough videos out. They're not putting enough work out, like content-wise, stuff like that. They just feel the music is gonna carry them. But yeah, to sum it all up, I think we're there. Like we have, whether it's the sound, whether it's the fashion, whether it's the ability to actually rap. Like we got all that. Like Jersey has all that, but now it's time, instead of us knocking at the door being like, yo, please let us in, please let us in. Nah, we need to kick that shit down and be like, yo, we're here, Jersey, East Coast. Like, that's us. Don't count us out. It's not just New York. It's not just Philly. It's not just North Carolina. Nah, we're on this side too, and that's what I'm here to do as a representative. That's what I feel like I am. Like a representative, not like a politician, but like
as a part of the community, for real.
Yeah,
It's what it starts to feel like. Because often, you know, when we're not doing these type of shows, when MadMinds isn't doing stuff, I feel like I start losing my sense of community. You know, I start losing because there's not too many other places where people are actually like gathering up and doing this. You know, although I will give a big shout out to. One day, he does his open mics, which are really dope. He does it at a boxing ring.
Really?
Yeah. It's really cool. Like performance.
Please plug me in, because
he's
I
dope.
would love to do that.
Out of many other shows that people who actually put on shows, he's just one of the most consistent in Jersey right now. Him and probably Kurt Donovan's Underground Developmental.
Oh yeah. I've been dying to go there for a minute.
Dude. And it's Kurt has created a cult following that they really love him, dude. And it's like Kurt's Underground Developmental, I'll probably say, is probably the definition of Jersey Underground right now.
Copy.
For sure, 100%. He's murdering it, absolutely murdering it. One Day, I like him a lot because he has got his promotion down. He's got his promotion down. He got his vibe down. I remember first seeing him when he started doing a couple of shows, and it was smaller. And the amount of growth I've seen throughout this year, because of his consistency and because of his willingness to put other people on, has been incredible.
That unselfishness is like what actually like builds up the character. You feel me?
For sure.
Yeah. So like, shout out to Kurt, man. If you're seeing this, man, let me get a slot up there. You know we're gonna tear it up, baby.
Hell yeah, man.
Also, the credit though, I don't know. Have you you interviewed Bezo before? El Bezo, right?
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. El Bezo's with his Billion Bars Club, dude.
Billion Bars. He's got
yeah.
the Rose City. Shout out to Khan. Khan's got the longest Sunday ever. Like in my city, man. Like it's just so much going on. And like when I come out here, it's like a whole different world. So like I'm happy to be out here because it's like being on a spaceship and just saying like, oh, this is what's actually out here versus like my bubble back home.
Yeah, and even hopping off of that, how do you feel about like this MadMinds event? It's our first time doing it here at FOMO in Morristown. You know, I don't know if you were here when they first started. I feel like I always get worried at these events when they start out because it's a little bit slow. But now it's starting to like pop off. I see like a lot of people coming in and out, a lot of people showing love.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the vibes?
Rappers are procrastinators. I'll tell you that right now, man. I waited so long to renew my passport, and like my flight, like I caught it just the day of. Like it came in the mail the night before. Like we just procrastinators, man. Like sometimes we take a while, or we got shit going on, or like we just getting off of work. So, you know, a lot of times it'll start slow, but if MadMinds has such a positive like footprint in the community, you know, like Turk, look, you see Turk right now just hugging all the people, showing love to all the people when you come in. Yeah. Like we're really looking at you, Turk. And
yeah, Turk better watch out, bro. You better not hug anybody too hard, bro.
Nah, it's all love, but yeah, like, you know, he's such a great dude in the community. Same as like the other people that, you know, Kurt, Bezel, like all these people have this gift, you know, to empower us as artists. Like, you know, because if it wasn't for this, like, where the fuck would we go? You know, like we would kind of just be performing on the street on the piano or outside a shop, right? Like, yo, please listen to my raps. But fortunately, we have this room to do this. Like, we have this room to sit and, like, you know, actually have a conversation.
Yeah.
And there was probably like a time where you couldn't do this. Like there was probably a time where like the police didn't allow shit like this, or
it was even just looked down upon. You know?
Yeah.
And you know what? I love the fact, like, shout out FOMO, shout out the owners of FOMO.
Shout out FOMO.
Y'all have opened more doors for community that is continuing to try to grow and thrive, and y'all have now imprinted yourself in Jersey history.
Facts. I was walking down the street over here, and there was a lady. She was like, oh, it must be rap night. She saw me walk by. She's like, oh, it's rap night. I'm like, you're fucking right. It is. You're fucking right.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Like, come in and catch some bars.
She should come on a podcast.
Yo,
Fuck you.
for real. I'm gonna find her wherever you at.
Wherever you at, much love anyway, bro. Much love anyway. But do you have anything else you want to tell the people that you want to talk about before we start closing out?
Just the same thing as before. Uploading the tape. By the time this comes out, it'll probably be out now. Uploading. REZLOVESU available on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, wherever you get music from. Whether you pay for it or you don't, we'll find a way to get it to you. And we also have a music video coming out. Myself and my producer, Tears Mateo, coming out Christmas Day. So if you're at home kicking it with your family, eating some food, take 2-3 minutes out of your day. We got some fire for you. You feel me? Yeah, that's pretty much it for today.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming on again.
Absolutely, man. I love you guys.
Third time, bro. It's great. It's great. Did you let the people know where to find your socials?
Yeah. If not, just one more time, it's REZLOVESU, REZLOVESU. On Instagram specifically, it's REZLOVESYOU. So please tap in. We also do cover art. We do art direction. So tap in. You might get something you like. You feel me?
Bro, thank you for coming in, bro. Much love always. I'll catch you on the next one, all right?
Absolutely. Hopefully we can get a solo episode going in.
Hell yeah.
Man, I would love that, man.
We're here with Ayoo Chill. This is a fucking vibe tonight. Ayoo, how you feel? He said he feels great if you couldn't hear him on the microphone. How you feeling? This is REZLOVESU.
Baby.
You want to sit down?
Nah, I did mine already.
Oh, all right, bet.
Yeah, man.
I want my time to shine with my boy over here.
Yeah. I'll take care.
Bro, I love you, man.
I'll catch you in a few, bro.
Let's fucking talk about it. Ayoo. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's
talk about it real quick. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
I am Progress from New Jersey. I came from Dover. I stay in Netcong now, but you know what? Jersey is Jersey, baby. This is the vibe tonight, you heard? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know what? Vibes are definitely escalating. Before it was super, super chill.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing a little bit more chaos.
Now it's getting Ayoo chill.
Yeah. I see a lot of people more drinking.
Yeah.
Some people are getting their first drink. Some people are getting second drinks. I know there's some people who've been here since like 7 who are on their 5th drink.
Yeah.
So they're doing their thing. But
I'm on my 3rd.
Hell yeah, dude. So no, and it definitely seems like it's more like chill out there.
Yeah, man. Dude, this is such a great event. Just a little backstory on this too. I've been with MadMinds for a long time. I was an artist. I put myself in a position to be a networker. I kind of linked up with Gardner. That's the owner here, and we were able to kind of get this spot. That's why I'm hosting tonight. But dude, I never thought it was gonna be like this, man.
Word?
Yeah.
What were your expectations? Because I'll be honest, you've been here since we started.
Yeah.
Little shaky beginning, but that's how all these things go, especially when it's not like because this isn't like a MadMinds headliner show.
Yeah,
it's just an open mic.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So like obviously you're gonna have a shaky start to that. How you feeling about it now? What's the difference between then and now?
So we were there, bro, like I wanna say 5 days ago, Turk was like, dude, I have 25 tickets sold. I don't know how this is gonna go. And then overnight, another 15, so we were at 40. And then boom, bro, we're here tonight. We got almost 100 people in this room tonight. You know what I'm saying? So that was just like, and it's still not over. We're still right in the middle of the whole mix. So like to see what it could have been, just 25 to what it became, It's really, really fire. I'm really happy this happened. They told us we can have an event here once a month whenever we want. We kind of secured the location, bro.
Dude, that's great. Because
Power move today,
little MadMinds residency.
Yeah, man. MadMinds in Morristown. It's going to be different. Next up, Hoboken. I'm telling you.
Dude, Hoboken would be lit too, man.
Bro.
Hoboken would be lit.
Going to Hoboken. This was the spot that we had to claim, and now we got it. So you already know, MadMinds is the wave. You heard?
Yo, so big shout out to FOMO. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but you know, I was actually just saying before. I was like, them allowing us to cultivate our community here again after all the shows we've done. Like, you are now a part of Jersey history because we're the ones who are really trying to pioneer this and create something that's bigger than all of us. You know?
Dude, and that was a talk I had with Turk earlier too. I was telling him like, bro, FOMO is gonna become a location that people talk about when they first performed. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about legends in the future saying I first stepped in foot in FOMO at a MadMinds event, and that's what you're gonna hear during those interviews, like 20, 15 years down the line. Like, that's how I feel about this kind of event, you feel me? So it's very exciting to see all these people gather here today, and we already know 1, 2, maybe 3 of them might blow up. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
a very beautiful thing. I already know you're gonna make it.
Dude, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna keep going regardless. It doesn't matter. If I'm 50 years old, still in the same spot, I'm gonna keep doing it because I love Jersey, and Jersey comes number 1 in my heart.
Absolutely.
All the time,
and that's
dude.
the type of vibe we got out here tonight. People like this is what makes our team so fucking beautiful. Nobody gives a fuck about their ultimate success. They want the success in general. You feel what I'm saying? And that's fucking awesome, bro. Like, that's a beautiful thing.
So talk to me about some of the artists here tonight. Who are the favorite ones? Who are the favorite ones you have that perform?
Dude, man, I've seen some really, really fucking talented people. K Tazzy just came up. He was fire. We had Gino 5. We had a bunch of shit that I wasn't expecting just come out, like Lumi. I don't know if you're a Lumi. He was a little singer. I like the shit he was singing. So, like, it's cool to see the different stuff that's happening right now. We had the one dude hit the spoken poetry.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he came on here before. He came on here.
Do you remember his name?
I don't remember it off the top of my head.
We're gonna plug it in right here.
We'll plug it in. Boom. Yeah.
That's
but
fire,
he was dope.
bro.
And it was funny. I actually had him do some spoken word on the podcast.
Yeah.
And he had this one word. He had this one verse, and it slapped. I forget what he said, but it was some boxing verse. Verse, and the play on word was he was like something. I'll hit you like a boxer because there's something that we may weather. Some shit like that, right? Dude, it hit hard. I butchered it.
No, you did what you had to do.
Word.
And painted the picture the way that an artist would have painted it. And that's the thing, bro. We're all artists. Like, Ayoo is an artist. AK is an artist. Even the people that aren't singing, they're artists. So it's very cool to see a bunch of artists provide for the art. And, like, bro, we're going to make the most beautiful shit that Jersey's ever seen. My boy up there, Turk, is a fucking legend. Without him, I don't think any of this shit would have happened. So it's very beautiful that we have what we have now. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And Ayoo, I love you for pulling up to every single event. If y'all ain't supporting, if y'all ain't liking, if y'all ain't sharing, then you're fucking missing the wave, bro. I'm telling you straight up. This the man right here to make the future in Jersey. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it, bro. So what else do you have? What else has been going on with you personally, bro?
Personally, bro, I've been going through a lot. You know, I ended up out of a really, really bad toxic relationship after a long time. And one that I put a lot into, you know what I'm saying? It's all in the water, and I had to readjust, recenter myself, find out who I was, because what I was doing for a long time was putting a lot of myself into somebody else. And now I'm learning how to put that much of myself into myself. And this night all came about because of what I did. You know what I'm saying? I put that time into myself. I was able to get it to this level. And now I'm learning slowly and surely what I could do. So I'm working on a new project right now. You're going to hear one of the songs tonight. I hope you like it. And, bro, we got a lot of big things in the works. So stay tuned.
Where, yo? You know, and I love that you said that, because I feel like it's so weird how similar we all get towards the end of the year, where we're really trying to look at our future goals, prepare for the next year. And I've actually had a few other artists who have come on the podcast and being like, yo, I've refocused my energy on myself because I need it, because I need to grow. And, you know, I applaud you for that, because it's not the easiest thing. It's hard to get out of that state where you want to give.
There's toxic love, you know what I'm saying? There's such a thing as loving toxically. correctly when you're not loving yourself first. You can't love people if you don't know exactly what love is, and the only way you learn that is by experiencing it from your own mentality. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta love yourself first. You gotta put yourself first. So like being in this position now where I can do that, I can see my mistakes in the past and I can learn from them. You know what I'm saying? I can put myself in a position for my future. So that's really what it's been. This month has been a lot of preparation for this New Year takeover. And bro, if you can see from this scene right now, it's gonna be a fucking takeover. Yeah.
So, do you have anything else you want to say to the people before we cut the
I
interview?
love Ayoo Chill.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you so much.
Of course, bro. Love y'all niggas. Yeah.
Let the people know where they can find your Instagram.
Progress.93. Just search me up. I'll probably be the first one to pop up. We out here, we live, and we all trying to grow. Peace.
Yo, that was crazy.
Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your guy, Winter Break from Patterson, New Jersey. Here with my guy, Ayoo Chill Podcast. Here at MadMinds, you know where we at. You know where we at.
You do know where you're at. And you know what's crazy? The turnout keeps seeming like it's getting better and better.
Nah, it really does.
Yeah, dude, this is super fire. What made you come out to the MadMinds? I wasn't sure if you were coming out tonight or not.
Yeah, I was actually not supposed to, but
Then you saw my story?
No.
And that's why you came out?
No.
Okay.
No. All right.
You saw my post.
Yeah, that's what
And
I
that's
saw.
why you
Get the
came
fuck
out,
out of here.
yeah.
Yo, nah. You know
You
I'm
saw
out
my
here.
live.
Shut the fuck up. I'm here because Turkish Royale is a fire ass promoter, and he's always on top of like trying to get the community together. So you know, I respect his shit. Like I really like the things that he be doing. You know what I mean? You did put me on to this whole thing going on. I remember the first time I went to that other studio you were at is when you first told me about this, and ever since then, like I had a really big respect for him because I respect your opinion on stuff because you're really in tune with who's doing shit in Jersey. So it's like ever since then, bro, I've always respected it, and I knew I had to come out to another one, but it's been a minute. So yeah, I had to just come out and show like support to my guy, yo. But this is really fire.
And you haven't been to like the big show yet, right?
I've been. Where is that one that there was like mad big silver things? It was a
Oh, that was a distillery.
Yeah. That one was cool as hell,
yeah.
yo. That's where that guy with the mask started fucking crowd surfing and shit.
He opened up tonight.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he opened up tonight. His name's Jack WD. Shout out Jack.
Yo,
Love
word,
Jack.
I missed that shit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You're dope as fuck, bro.
Dude, Jack is lit, bro.
Dope
Because
as
I'll
hell.
tell you what, I don't know if I could name another artist who goes to as many shows as him in Jersey.
Nah, I will say that, yo, I followed him and he's always doing shows, bro.
Dude, he's at every. Funny enough, and I'll say this on the podcast real quick because shout out Jack. I went to an event and I saw him without the mask.
For real?
Dude, and I didn't know it was him.
I don't even know what his face looks like.
And then he came up to me and he's like, yo, what's good? And I was like, yo, who are you?
That's funny as hell.
And then he's like,
That's
it's
cool,
Jack.
yo.
Dude, it was fire as fuck,
That's
bro.
cool
But
as
he's
hell.
he's such a sweet kid. And also, what's it called? He's so consistent. He does his screaming in the car bit.
Oh, for real?
Dude, I think he's on like daily like 800 something.
Damn, bro. 800?
Every day.
You said 800?
Yes.
Yo, nah, he got a crazy ass hustle, bro. Like that, like over the top. Like that shit. Oh shit, I kind of did it, bro. You better watch out. I'm about to start doing that.
So let's talk about you real quick. What have you been up to? What's the vibes with Mr. Winter Break?
So I recently just dropped a project, December 1st, called the Winter Pack Volume 1, and just really just been promoting that whole thing, like really trying to get that out more. It's 12 songs, so it's a full project. So, you know, just working with really trying to get that to be the best of my ability, yo. Really try to bring that out. I really believe in it a lot. I gotten a great response so far. It already got 5K onto 6K in like 5 to 6 days. I don't know what it is. It's the 7th, right? And it dropped the 1st, so it's been 6 days. So it's been great, bro. Just like trying to really just optimize like everything that I've learned this year, bro, and just like go off with this whole thing this year.
And this is your most successful like opening of a release, right?
Yo, bro, hell yeah. We were just talking about that in the car with one of my producers, Mav. I was like, yo, like it's crazy how I feel like I really surpassed a new stage with this, because it's like, bro, some of my songs haven't reached 6K yet, and they've been out, you know what I mean? So the fact that this one came out and just all of a sudden people are just like going to it, and I got people hitting me up like, yo, the whole thing, like they're just playing the whole thing over and over again. This is just great, bro. It's great as hell, bro. I love it.
You know what? And I also think there's no way you can also discredit yourself in the amount of work output you've been doing, not only on TikTok, because I see the stuff you do on TikTok, but like the things that you post, the artistic. I almost said autistic. Sorry.
Are you acoustic?
The artistic direction that you take and the time that you take with the stuff that you post, like you could see now it's with more deliberation. It's with more like purpose, you know, rather than before when, you know, I think artists really struggle to find their pocket and they're posting shit just to post shit, which is fine because that's the way you need to learn anyway to post. But now to get onto where you are, I think you're at another level now.
No, word,
I think the numbers, I think the work ethic, I think the music, all is indicative of that.
Nah, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it too. And like you said, I really just have been just hauling in on my brand and trying to really give, like I always said, just the best experience to the people that listen to my music. You know, that's what it always is about. Like I don't care about nothing else other than just making sure that the shit that I put out is gonna be received the way that I want them to. You know what I mean? Because like you said, bro, in a world full of just hella content and trying to like be the one that stands out in front of people's faces, I feel like the art of being a full brand and having some shit that like people could really love, like on some movie shit, is kind of gone. So I try to push that as much as possible. So I appreciate it, bro, for real, yo. And hell yeah, you too, bro. You already know, bro. Like we both have been just grinding and coming up with just what we're trying to do, bro. And it's just so fire that we can keep meeting in the middle and just like keep having these little these just meetups in general, bro. We just did something in the car. Just like it's just cool to see that we both are on this road to success and we just keep chasing for it, bro.
Dude,
like, it's so fire.
When we make it, bro, it's gonna be the craziest story. Me and your story and
was
how it
rolling
interlaced.
buns, bro.
Dude, we was rolling.
He says it every single time, yeah. I'm not gonna forget. We was rolling buns.
Rolling buns and dude,
Cinnabon ass
we
niggas.
were rolling buns. We were clapping cheeks.
Clapping cheeks, rolling buns, and not having rolling buns, clapping cheeks.
I honestly thought you weren't gonna support me. Clapping cheeks. I'm so happy you did.
Rolling buns, clapping cheeks. You know what it is when we in the center streets.
So
it's like, nah, imagine.
I don't want to, and you know what's real funny? Something that the crowd won't get to see, but they will get to see a reaction. Funny as heck. Look who just texted me. 9:38, right? I still have her name there.
Yo, that's
Hold
so
on, I'm gonna send her a picture of us.
What
I'm
the
gonna send her a picture of us. If you guys want to know who it was,
it was our manager.
It was our manager who literally texted us. Perfect. She gonna be
It
like,
was our manager. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I known this guy for a while, bro. To see him doing his thing, always trying to uplift Jersey artists. You know what I mean? Doing his thing, making sure that his visuals get put out, other people's visuals get put out. This is a real guy right here, bro. So anybody on here, just respect the shooter and just respect the guy that's also in front of the mic, you motherfucker.
so do you have anything else that you want to tell to the people that you feel like we haven't said? I honestly, we need to have a whole real podcast to ourselves for sure. I think season 4 is gonna be. I think I'm on season 3 right now. I don't know if I'm on season 4 or season 5. We'll figure it out. But next year that comes, we'll have our own true car podcast.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely, yo. And for shit that people need to know, the earth is flat, bro. Other than that, Winter Pack is out, Volume 1. Fuck you, bro. The Winter Pack, the earth is flat, and the Winter Pack is out.
It is cylindrical. Really easy landing into it. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
I go by the name of BRIXL. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, born and raised.
Shout out Newark, man.
Shit tough, yeah. Shout out Newark. And I'm a rapper. I make music, man. Yeah, that's it.
Is this your first time at a MadMinds?
Hell yeah,
dude.
Man.
Very welcome. Welcome to the MadMinds, to the chaos, to the family, dude.
This is crazy, yo. This is crazy, man. It's so packed in here. So many heads and so many vibes, yo. You got rock, you got Jersey club, you got old school rap. This shit is crazy.
You know what's funny? This is actually one of our chill shows that we have.
Yeah.
This is actually like our small show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Funny enough, well, shout out to FOMO because y'all let us. This is our first time at this venue.
Yeah.
But we've had shows that range anywhere between like 300 to 500 people.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Put me on with that one.
Dude, no, for sure, dude. Because what we usually do. So what the setup is kind of like is like. These open mics that we do are kind of like our scouting ones, where we have people come through, they perform. Turkish Royale, I don't know if you tapped in with him yet.
Yeah,
but he's the man. He's the man.
The guy.
He'll like look at you, and if you have a good performance, if you brought a lot of people who vibe with your performance, then you'll probably get a headlining spot on like a headliner show. Because those headliner shows, dude, we have one over here right around the corner. There's a place called the Homestead Bar. That place we have packed. We have packed out, and that we've had some crazy shows there. We also have some at the Claremont Distillery in Fairfield. But it's a cool thing. I'm gonna try not to talk too much about it because, like, you know, I definitely want you to have your time. So tell me, how'd you get started in music?
Shit, man. I've always been like a part of music, man. All my life. My dad's a musician. You know what I mean? But I started out making beats, crazy enough, and then I just started rapping on the beats I was making. I was like, damn, this shit kind of hard. And then I went to my friends, you know, it was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So I started rapping like seriously about 2 years ago, man. And, you know, I feel like every time I make a song and stuff like that, or I write, I'm always improving. So, yeah, but yeah, to answer your question, it's been with me all my life, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of history in North, for sure.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of history in North, and there's a lot of great people who have come from there.
Yeah.
So you said that this is crazy, so I'm going to assume there's not as many things like it shows like this in North to do, although I know that there is a live community of musicians in North.
Absolutely.
Talk to me a little bit about it.
Shoot, man. I think it's probably my fault. I'm not as tapped in with like the North culture as I should be, even though that's my hometown. It's just, you know, I be going to different places. It's this place, Fire Space, bro, in South Orange, and that's really where I'll be performing at. To come here, all the way in Morristown, it's a whole different vibe. And I said that before, but it's a whole different thing. And for me personally, maybe because I'm not tapped in, I don't see like all the opportunities that arise in Newark. So maybe if I tap in a little more of my hometown, we'll figure it out. But for right now, you know, Fire Space in South Orange, MadMinds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forget the name. But MadMinds, man, wherever y'all at, I'm coming, man.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I appreciate you for definitely coming out. And I'll tell you what, it's not that big of it's strange to not be as connected to your hometown, even though you come from like a dope ass town. I love Newark. I know so many dope people from Newark. Because usually what an artist needs to do is get away from their familiar surroundings.
Absolutely.
And then put themselves in situations like this.
Absolutely.
To then finally be like, oh, okay. And then sometimes you never know who you're gonna find here. You know what I mean? Like my boy right there, he's from Patterson.
Misfit?
No. The guy with the mask on.
Oh, yeah.
That's my boy. I've known him since shit. We used to work at Cinnabon together. I know he's gonna hate that I talked about it again. But yeah, we used to work at Cinnabon together.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, there's a whole bunch of people. I know people who come all the way from South Jersey just to come here. There's people who come from the beaches down in South Jersey just to come here. It's a lit thing, bro. So I'm super glad that you've seen it. So what do you think is the state of Jersey right now? Not like the actual physical state, but the musical state of Jersey.
Oh, it's definitely Jersey Club. It's definitely Jersey, especially in Newark. It's definitely Jersey Club. And what started off as like a little corny thing, it's places everywhere jacking that. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's different music all around. But for Jersey, in my opinion, it's Jersey Club. Like everybody wants to be a part of that sound, that dance they bring. There's something about it. Yeah.
So you said your dad was a musician.
Yeah.
Was he your inspiration to start getting into this?
In terms of producing, yeah, he was, because my dad's a piano player, but he also produces. And so it's like, all right, cool. So he was my inspiration. It is my inspiration when it comes to like making beats and stuff like that. But when it comes to like rapping, that's kind of like where I picked up inspiration from, like artists, you know, Drake, Kanye, J. Cole. It's mad of them, man. It's just some, you know, inspiration comes from all.
So what do you feel like you be writing about in your music the most?
Oh shit. The most? It's for me personally, it's all about that come up. You know, I'm always on the grind. I'm always working. I'm always just looking for something new for my sound. But that's just something that I'm quietly working on. Like all the songs where I'm talking about like, yo, I wanna, you know, be the best and da 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 da. Those songs are in the vault for now. You know what I mean? The songs I got out now is more like a party vibe. Everybody having a good time. But what I think I might do is I might shift it and have everybody be shocked that like, oh, what is this? You know what I mean? And I think that sounds like a real cool thing people get to experience with me, you know? So yeah.
So I got one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
What advice do you have for people who are trying to do what you're doing and come up in the Jersey music scene?
Shoot, man. And this, I'm gonna say this off of personal experience. This is personal experience.
Of course.
Coming from Newark, New Jersey, I feel as though it's best to kind of outreach. So for me personally, I moved down to Atlanta. And moving down to Atlanta, I like saw so many different types of people, different types of music, and it was just something I wish I could do over again. But in terms of advice, definitely craft your own lane, make the music that you want, like enjoy it, love it, feel as though like there's nobody in the world that do what you do. It's just something about it, you know? So, you know, stay with it, keep going, and even like I'm still rising. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people know my name, not yet at least, but you know, it's time. Take your time with it. That's it, really. That's the best advice I can give.
Dude, well, I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate it, man.
Please let the people know where they can find your socials. Any shout out you got? Now's the time to do it.
Sure, I have shout out my boy Matt, my boy Ben, LJ, my brothers, man, James. I love y'all, man. My #1 supporters, bro. You can find me on the gram at BRIXL.WYA. So it's gonna be BRIXL.WYA, but it's BRIXL.WYA. Man, I appreciate you having me.
Dude, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming on, man. So, real quick, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
So, my name Lil Big Bro. You know what I mean? I'm from around the Elizabeth. You know, born and raised in Elizabeth. You know what I mean? And y'all can find me on the gram. It's thereal.Lil Big Bro, LILBIGBRO, and 2 underscores. Again, you know what I'm saying? It's thereal.Lil Big Bro. 2 underscores.
Yeah, dude. So talk to me about Elizabeth, New Jersey, man, because it's crazy. I know a couple of artists that I've interviewed throughout this year. They rap Elizabeth hard. One of the ones that come off the top of my head, Scarlett XO. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her, but I know she from the Elizabeth area. But when I talk about Elizabeth, obviously it's huge, so you know I can't expect everybody to know each other. But talk to me about it. How's Elizabeth like? Is it a scene for music? Do you find yourself performing out there? What's up?
I mean, you know, I was born and raised there. I moved out of Elizabeth, but you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit that be going on in Elizabeth.
So where you reside now?
Over in Linden.
Word.
Not far.
Yeah, I know Linden, yo. Yeah, Linden's cool too, man. I like it. So how did you get started in music?
Honestly, it all started. I was just sitting in the whip with my boy, and he was just like, "Yo, you ever rap before?" And I'm just like, "Nah," but I wanted to. You know what I mean? And he was just like, "So I'm gonna put a beat on, and we just gonna go with it and just freestyle." And from there, it just progressed. And then as the years progressed, I took it more serious. At first, it was just like for fun. You know, every time we smoke, we gonna freestyle. But now it's like nah. Even when I'm by myself, it's time to motivation to write. You know what I'm saying? Gotta always writing new shit every day.
Okay, man. So, what do you feel like you are writing most about at this moment?
I stay diverse with my music, so I can't even pinpoint exactly one thing for you. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it so I got enough so anybody can hop on my music. You know what I mean? I definitely like features too. Nothing wrong with having a feature either.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think the whole idea of collaborating with as many artists as possible is a good way, not only just to, you know, what's the word? Not only to like get to know a lot of people, but also allow yourself the opportunity to grow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of artists sometimes they're just like, yo, my art is so special, and I don't want to share it with anybody else. And I do get that. I get that to a certain extent. But I also think that there's so much things that you could learn from a community. Because I feel like a lot of people like to keep solemn.
I definitely feel like, you know, first of all, knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? So the more you know, the better it is for you. You know what I mean? You collab with other artists, you gonna learn new things that you ain't know before. Like, oh shit, like I ain't never thought of that like that. Like word, like, so it's gonna make you progress in different ways that you ain't even think before. You know what I mean? I definitely like that. Yeah, like that part of music.
So did you get to perform today?
Yeah. I actually performed one of my songs, "I Hold the Leash" by me. You know, of course. And I'm on every platform. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, you can find me everywhere.
And how'd you feel like the performance went?
I felt pretty good about it. I feel like there was a good amount of people that came up to me, talked to me too, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like it went pretty good, you know what I mean?
Word, dude. So what is your goal now with music? Are you trying to make it big? What are your expectations or maybe your dreams that you're striving for?
Listen, I'm trying to blow up. You know what I mean? I want my music to be heard. One of these days I'm gonna be in the future, I'm gonna be the new J. Cole, basically. You know what I mean? That's how I want it to be. I want to come up and have people listening to music that everybody can vibe with. You know what I mean? Because it's like there's a lot of music out there nowadays that I be hearing. And it's just like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so.
Word, dude. All right. Before we start coming close to the video, to the interview, if there's anything that you wanted to say that you feel like we didn't get to or anything you want to talk about, now's the time to do it.
I mean, again, like y'all can follow me on the gram. It's Lil Big Bro, LILBIGBRO 2 underscores. And then, you know, if you want to work on a track or something, we could see what's up. You know what I mean? I don't mind. I hop on any tracks. Doesn't matter. Like, I'm here. Lil Big Bro.
I appreciate you, Lil Big Bro. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, word.
We'll just ease into it. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Misfit, representing Garfield, New Jersey, the city of champions. And shit, man, it's just good to be in FOMO with MadMinds, being able to share my art.
So you Misfit. I've heard your name thrown around a little bit.
Don't gas me.
I'm just saying, I'm speaking facts. I don't gas nobody, bro. Trust me. If anything, I'm the opposite of gas. I was be like, because I got people who come in, they're like, yo, I'm the greatest of all time. I'm blah, 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 blah. And dude, I've been hearing that shit for 3 years now. You know what I mean? None of them motherfuckers are the greatest of all. I mean, not yet, at least. I'm not hating, but you literally said, I'm right now, I'm the great. I'm like, all right, bro. All right.
I believe, like, for a fact, we're the best versions of ourselves yet. So, like, saying you're the best now, you're counting yourself out for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, you can only get better. You can only get better.
Hell yeah, dude. So, tell me about yourself, man. Where'd you say where you're from? You said Garfield, right?
Garfield, correct.
Garfield. So, what's Garfield like, man? What's the scene in Garfield like?
Garfield's really small. That shit's like 2.3 miles. So, we're all pretty compact. I know a lot of artists from Garfield, and we heavy hitting right now. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't locked in with many of them, but I see y'all. Garfield's definitely holding it down.
That's what's up. I definitely need to tap in too, because like I feel like the heavy hitters in Jersey right now, obviously Nork, the Oranges, whether it's South, y'all Oranges could argue against yourself, but I don't care which one of y'all think y'all the best. But the Oranges in general, they lit. I have a lot of artists from Patterson.
Oh yeah, they're booming.
I'm a little tough on Patterson just because I was born there. I need to see some heavier hitters because y'all, I don't know. But
there's a lot of artists coming out of Patterson, so I feel like if you're gonna, the market is very saturated. You got to do something really different to stand out. You know what I mean? Like stand on your 10 and be an individual.
And you said you know Winter.
Yes, I do. That's my brother.
So how'd y'all meet?
Winter, damn, me and Winter go way back. I couldn't even tell you where I met him, but I know me and him definitely got close once he started working with Maverick, and we've just all been locked in the studio ever since. But it's been years and we don't have a song together, so
that is kind of wild. That is kind of wild, dude. Yo, so tell me, how'd you get started in the music industry?
The music kind of been embedded in me for like my whole life. It wasn't until sophomore year of high school that I realized, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. But I realized from a very young age that lyrics and words had like a strong pull on me. So I've always, people are like, yo, yeah, the beat is what dragged me in. Yeah, the beat is cool, but like, I need to know what you're saying. You know what I mean? What is the message? What is the story? So I accredit 2014 with being the year that I really started to make my shift as an artist.
So how would you describe your music now?
A whole lot of growth. A whole lot of growth. I feel like people try to box me into more of a lyrical, conscious kind of rap now. I do some of the melodic shit, and that's what people are more gravitated to, but definitely the lyrics. Definitely the lyrics.
So you said that there was a shift. You said growth. Yes. What do you think caused that? Like, what was the event, or what was the thing that clicked in your mind finally that caused that to blossom?
Honestly, I wouldn't think it was one thing in particular. I feel like we're all really a product of our environment. So just me growing and going through different situations and also growing through them, you know what I mean? Kind of discovering who I am as a person. That plays a huge role in my music. I feel like when I write, I'm kind of talking out my thoughts, and by the end of it, then I kind of understand the whole broader picture, the whole idea that I was trying to paint.
Do you have any goals or expectations for your music right now or your career?
Goals are nice. Expectations, I try to keep them pretty low. I stay humble, I work hard, and I keep my head down, you know what I mean? And then by the time you look up, everybody's looking at you.
Is there any advice that you have for people who are trying to do what you do?
Yes. And it's gonna sound kind of counterintuitive. My advice is don't listen to everybody else's advice, because it's only it's specific to their journey. They haven't been through what you've been through. They haven't experienced what you've been through. You know what I mean? So don't listen to when people are like, this isn't it, this isn't it. Just stay true to yourself. I feel like that's the biggest message I can give to, an upcoming artist or just another person in general.
I feel like we could go a lot deeper, but these are specifically for these shows. They're shorter type of interviews / podcasts.
Yo, bro, I'd love to deep dive with you. Let me know. I'm ready whenever.
I will leave it at this. Is there anything that we haven't talked about, or something that was on your mind while you were standing there in line that you wanted to talk about before we close out the interview?
Yeah, let's just keep them in mystery. The EP, The Calm Before the Storm, is coming soon. It was an honor to be here with you, bro. I feel like we could definitely go in depth, but let's keep it short. Let's keep it short. Let's keep them wondering, bro.
Where can the people find you? Social media, any shout outs? Now's the time to do it.
First off, I gotta say this. I shout my boy out every time. Shout out my boy Mav. That's like my brother. Me and him work. That's the other half of my brain. He's produced so many of my records, and I couldn't thank him enough. And you can find my music by searching up CallMeMisfit, one word, CallMeMisfit. And on Instagram at NotYourOrdinary, NOTYUR_ordinary.
I appreciate you so much for coming on.
Bro, I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one, hopefully soon.
Say no more, bro. It was a pleasure meeting you.
But we'll just ease into it. Please let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yes, my name is Otto Haze, a.k.a. the Spaceman. I am strictly from New Jersey. Background come from Virginia. Shout out to all my people out of Hampton, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm representing 973 to the fullest,
Dude, that's what's up, bro. You know what? I'm gonna cut you off right there real quick, because I don't have any grief with Virginia, but I will tell you this. I took a road trip in June, and I drove down to Florida, right? And when I drove down, I stopped by Tennessee. I stayed there a night, and then I drove down to Florida. I drove down to Orlando. On the way back, though, right, my plan was I was like, all right, I'm going to drive as much as I can from Florida to New Jersey, and I'm going to just stop wherever in between, right? So I was maybe 6 hours into the drive. It's like a 15-hour drive back to New Jersey. I stopped somewhere in Virginia for Red Bull, but I didn't stop at like a Buc-ee's. I didn't stop at like, you know, a rest stop. Like I just saw an exit because I was tired. So I took the exit. I don't know what town it is, so I'm sorry. I can't tell you what part. But I took this random town and I parked my car and I saw this random like convenience store and it looked like a house. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go here. As soon as I stepped out of my car, I'm gonna tell you how I look like just to paint the picture, all right? I was in a white t-shirt that had a little stain on it. I was in Crocs, a colorful bandana, right? And I basically looked fruity. That's what I look like. I look fruity. That's what it is. That's what it is, right? I walked in there, and as soon as I saw these two guys, big guys, that was looking at me, and they looked at me crazy. And I was like, that's not a big deal. But I'm from Jersey, you feel me? Like, I know Jersey City. I was born in Patterson.
Okay, yeah.
I walked into this convenience store that didn't look like a bad place. As soon as I saw all the glass covering the between me and the register, I was like, oh, this might be a little hood. I don't know.
Right.
I walk in, and some guy comes up right next to me, and he starts pressing me. He was like, you're not from around here, are you? And he was like, chest right up to my shoulder. And I was like, nah, I'm just passing through, man. I'm just passing through. And he's like, oh, all right. And I turn around, and while I'm walking out, he's laughing. He's like, oh, all right. And I was like, damn, I need to get out of here. I get to my car. Some car is parked perpendicular behind my car, so I can't get out. So I was like, fuck that. So I got in my car, I drove on the grass, and I got the fuck out. And I saw the guy staring at me, right when I was leaving. So basically, I felt like I almost got robbed in Virginia, but that gave me so much energy, so much adrenaline, that I drove the whole rest of the way in one shot back to Jersey from Virginia. So I drove 15 hours straight, basically.
Jinkies.
So I know I took bad time.
Like,
Don't worry.
Crazy.
That little story won't take away from your time, dude. I just thought I needed to share that because you said Virginia and I needed to get it out.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. Like, so.
But what part of Jersey you repping now, bro? What part of Jersey you from?
Well, shoot. Man, I done lived all up and down Jersey, so it's kind of hard to describe. But like, I've lived in Orange, you know what I'm saying? I've also lived in town of Boonton, you know what I mean? Like, I lived out there for a little bit.
Dude, I love Boonton. I love Boonton, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's a small little.
It's a small little, but it has a little charm to it. I actually used to have a studio in Boonton.
Oh, okay.
You know on the main street of Boonton, you have the bridge that goes right into the main street that starts going up, right?
Yeah.
You know that little bodega store?
Yeah.
That's there? My studio was right next to that.
Oh, okay.
That glass store next to the bodega store, you walk down the stairs, that's where my old studio used to be, man. Yeah, it was a small world, bro. So you said Boonton, Parsippany. You said the Oranges.
I lived in the Oranges. I done live a Little Falls, Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
Arlington, Roxbury, I done lived all up and down
That's
Jersey.
absolutely wild, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why I always say I rep Jersey at the end of the day. Because I moved around so much that it's like, damn, can't even say where I'm from. Like, it's like, I done lived everywhere.
So what inspired you to get into music?
Originally, it was just my peers, man, that inspired me to get into music. Listening to them and everybody writing their own music. Like, I have one of my homies that used to make beats off of his PS2. You know what I'm saying?
Beats off of his PS2?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It was some type of video game he had. I can't name the
that's cool.
The video game that it was, but it was some shit that he was making beats off of, and I'm like, yo, like, what is this? It was some type of demo, I believe too.
Mm-hmm.
But true. Next time I talk to him, I gotta figure that out.
Word.
Yeah, go ahead. And then when I when I seen that, I was like, wow, like that was mind blowing to me, just him doing that on the PS2. So when I had just by being influenced by all that, and then moving on to a new group of friends that was doing music, it just started to adapt to me. And then I started really getting highly inspired by my good brother Ye Shamor. Shout out to him, man, because he's the reason why I do music in the first place. You know, him and I, we've been through the fire together. You know what I'm saying? But so when he started doing music, I started like following behind his steps. He was like a mentor to me. So then I started creating my own music, my own craft, my own art. And when I got into that mode, I was just unstoppable after that, you know, and just ready to perform at anywhere possible. And MadMinds was one of the very first shows that I hit the stage. Probably like the second or third showcase that I've ever performed at was right here at MadMinds.
Word, no way. So what MadMinds show is this for you?
Damn. It's been so many, I can't even count anymore. It might be my 10th show, maybe.
And we've never. Have you been on the podcast before?
This is my first time.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
Like,
It's
I like.
definitely my first time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but have you been to a show that I've been at?
Yeah, I have, and I've had certain mishaps with the venue. Not MadMinds itself, but the venue. And I'm not gonna get too deep into that.
Yeah,
but
no,
it was
it's cool.
And so there was like I've seen you guys doing it, and I'm like, damn, I want to be part of it too. But I had those few mishaps, so I missed out on the last.
Well,
one.
I'm glad you're finally here, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you.
So, how would you describe your music to people who don't know it?
My music is literally an experience in itself. It's grounded in hip hop and rap music, but it's a psychedelic, trippy type of vibe to it. I'm gonna give you a little bit of everything, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the genre itself, I would have to say it's like trip hop. That's something that's not necessarily too popular, but I'm on the urge of bringing it back. I'm one of the very few that just aim to be different. And it's really an experience to hear. It's like my music is that type where it's like, yo, what did I just listen to just now? And then we gotta go back and listen to it.
So, although there's a lot of diversity in Jersey, I think that a lot of artists can agree that trying to become a successful artist and have a backing of people in Jersey to support you is quite difficult. What are the things that you find that are the most difficult things about being an artist in Jersey?
The most difficult thing about being an artist in Jersey is, I hate to say it, but I guess finding your audience in Jersey. Because it's so common to find like just one like Jersey the Jersey audience wants to hear Jersey Club. If it ain't Jersey Club, it's got to be something trendy. And I really hate to say that, but it's the God honest truth, because too many Jersey audience members want to hear the same type of things over and over again. And when they hear something that's different and versatile, their ears are turned off to it unless it's popular. And it's like, nah, we got to get out of that. And that's where the lack of Jersey support in Jersey comes in. Although I will say that the support for other Jersey artists has grown a lot. It's grown a lot, because that's always been an issue in Jersey. Whether people want to believe it or not, it's always been an issue. But it's really growing, and it's getting there. It's getting there. We're getting somewhere with it.
So, what are your goals and or expectations of making music and releasing?
Right now, my goals are to put out more visuals at the moment. But I got a lot of things in store, though, coming soon, especially with my bro, Chad Piff. Shout out to my bro, man. Got an album that's on the way called Club Zanzibar, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. But other than that, I'm really looking to put out more visuals, because of my type of music. It needs a vision behind it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you hear my music, it's like, yo, that shit sounds cool, but when you see it, it's a whole different story. It's much different when you see something rather than hear it anyways.
Word, dude. So, you talked about how your music is a lot like, you said, trip rap, right?
Yeah, trip hop, yeah.
So, what artist would you say your music is most similar to?
I've gotten a lot of Andre 3000 comparisons and ASAP Ferg comparisons. It's like, it's been like all over the place when it comes to comparisons, when it comes to my music. But more like kind of like a Travis Scott, ASAP Rocky kind of vibe too, I should say. Somewhere in that region.
So I have one last question for you. If you had advice to give to any other artist who are trying to do what you do, what advice would you give them?
First and foremost, just don't give up. That's the first thing that you really gotta store into your brain. And consistency is key. You know, I'm learning new practices myself. You know, just write something every day, whether it's like 1 line, 2 lines. And if you're really serious about it, you're gonna continue to do it. You know, and in this music industry, you're gonna see who's really gonna be on top based off of their work ethic. And work ethic always plays a major role in this game.
I want to thank you so much for coming onto the podcast. I really appreciate you. Let the people know where they can find you, any your socials, any shout outs. Now's the time to do it.
Yes, sir. My socials. Check me out on Instagram at Otto Haze, OTTOHAZE with the underscores on it. Everywhere else, first name, last name, Otto Haze. Check your Googles. I'm everywhere. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. You name it, I'm there.
I appreciate you so much, Otto Haze. I'll catch you on the next one, all right?
Thank you, sir. Spaceman here, Spaceman out.
Real quick before we start the interview, I want to apologize to all the artists who I talked to after I came back from the bathroom. So I think that was Misfits. I think that's Otto Haze. That might be just Misfits and Otto Haze. Y'all two might be the only two who don't have a video next to your interview. I am so sorry. Somebody knocked my plug from the camera, and thank God one of the bartenders just told me that the camera was off. So it happens. I don't know, technical fucking difficulties. You know, that's some amateur shit too on my part, because you see how I have all that tape gaffed. I have it gaffed so it wouldn't hit anybody from like hitting that. And somehow it still got unplugged.
Yeah. Oh
so
shit. Damn, bro.
Next time,
shit's moving.
Next time it's like I gotta gaff the plug. Gotta gaff the plug.
Yeah. That's all right, bro. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
right?
everything happens for a reason. It's just like, fuck those artists, basically. Nah, I'm playing. I love you guys. I love you guys, bro. I'm so sorry. We'll have dope audio, I guess. All right. We'll ease into it. Let people know your name and where you're from.
All right. So my name is Kelso Kelly. I am from South Plainfield, New Jersey.
Kelso, this is your what? Your third or fourth?
Well, wait. Are we gonna count when I got pulled from the? I got 2 podcasts.
Okay.
So,
we're not gonna count that.
Okay, so that was just one. Then.
Yeah, that was one.
Okay,
That was one.
All right. So then, if that's the case, this is my third.
Third, right? Yeah, I was figuring.
This is my third.
So, dude, tell me your update on life, dude. It's great to have you back on the show.
Holy shit, man! So much has happened. Like the last time I talked to you, dude, I feel like I was a totally different person, bro.
Sweet, dude.
Like trials, tribulations, life, dude, just comes at you, bro, and you just gotta, you gotta do it, bro. And like I just feel like such a different person, bro. It's crazy. Life is crazy, bro. It's wild.
So what has happened? Give me something.
Dude, okay, so get this, guys. I was gonna throw the towel in with music, bro. It got to that point, bro. And I know you guys are probably watching this podcast like, Kelso, come on, bro. No, but if you're an artist, bro, you know it ain't always like easy, bro. Sometimes you doubt yourself. Sometimes you're like, bro, like, I don't know. Like, I got life going on. Like, is this my priority right now? And then believe it or not, bro, I went through like a lot of crazy life things, emotions, like I was saying before. And I was feeling like I couldn't write anything, bro. Like, I was just feeling so distant from the music. And I found this beat, bro, and then I wrote the song in like 12 hours and recorded it. And then ever since, bro, like I've been back on my shit, bro.
That's usually that's how it happens sometimes.
Yeah,
No?
yeah, dude, it was weird. It was like the beat like spoke to me. It was like, dude, it was just awesome, bro. Like I was over here in a rut, and I'm like, nah, man, like I gotta figure this out. And then I heard that beat, bro, and it was like right back into it. Bro.
What were some of the emotions that were involved in that run?
Oh, dude, you know, just mainly uncertainty. You know, like a lot of shit happens, and you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's best for you. You don't know, like, you know, if what you like plan to do is worth it. You know, like there's a lot of leaps of faith you have to take, and you know, just like making the conscious decision. Actually, oh, I gotta make a leap of faith, or oh, I gotta change how I'm doing my shit, or oh, I don't like the way this is going, so I'm gonna proactively do something about that. It's a decision to make, to come to terms with yourself and shit, bro. So a lot of things, like, dude, like I quit smoking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I relapsed a couple times. I'm not a saint, but
hey man, it happens. It's a process.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but yeah, dude. Like, I barely burn anymore. Like, I barely smoke weed anymore. Occasionally drink. Like, I've been working a lot. I got some goals in mind. Like, I want a new car. I want to, you feel me, get out, like, get my own place and shit. So it's gonna be dope, bro. I got a lot of how you say, life endeavors that are gonna transpire pretty soon, hopefully.
That's good, dude. Hopefully. You know what's funny? I feel like a lot of the MadMinds fam have been going through like similar things. A lot of people have talked to me about, like, you know, how this year has been like a big test for them, and they feel like the following year is bringing a lot of like, you know, basically giving them the fruits of their labor.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't mean to be that guy, bro, but like next year, bro, new year, new me. Like, I feel like I'm gonna actually, I feel like...
By definition, by saying that you are that guy.
That man didn't even try to switch it up the room. He's like, new man, new me, I don't give a fuck. New year, new me, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Nah, but that's respect. Respect on that, though. Respect on that, though.
How have you been doing, bro? How's everything with you?
I've been great, dude. I've been great. Well, recently great. I've also feel like this year has been like in a similar mindset where I left my studio that I was at before. That was in Booton. And it wasn't necessarily a clean departure, if I want to put it in the nicest way. And so that got me really depressed. And it got me in moving all my stuff back into my house. Felt like a big step back. Especially since the fact is, like, I kind of moved everything out. So making my bedroom my studio again, and not only that, but making my bedroom a studio again, where now I'm doing serious work. Is like, I don't know, it put a big damper in my mind.
I can imagine, bro. I can imagine.
So then, and I had invested so much money. And it's like, now I'm looking and it's like, damn, I just spent like half my life savings, probably more, to be honest. And it was like, damn. So then the summer was a terrible time for me.
Really?
Yeah, it was a terrible time for me. I didn't really like leave my house. I stayed very secluded. I kind of let my emotions get the best of me. I was emotionally eating as well, not taking care of myself. And then I kind of had an awakening. Or I guess you could say, I don't want to say like a spiritual awakening, but it was more of like
too, though.
Like, but it was less of that, and it was more of just like kind of a realization of like, hey, I need help. I need to let like the people around me know that I need help. And like, I need to just stop being sorry for myself.
Dude, because that's a real thing too, bro. That's a real thing too. Like, to pull yourself out of that rut. That kind of ties into what I was saying before, like knowing that you have to make these decisions for yourself. Like, it takes a lot to come to that, to realize shit ain't easy right now. Shit isn't right. Like, I could be doing better. So
and it was
I'm
weird.
happy you realize that.
Because I feel like it's hard to go look back and kind of truly see how I felt, because I also felt in a similar way of like, I felt like I wanted to quit. I think it was less of like, I felt like I wanted to quit, and it felt like I just like, it didn't feel like I had the drive anymore.
Dude, I went through the same shit, bro. The same shit. It's almost like you feel like you don't know who you are anymore. It's like you evolve and you're so used to who you are, because we're creatures of habit. And it's like, bro, who am I turning into? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to change, because I personally, I don't know about you, but I hate change, dude. Like, I do not like change.
It's difficult.
Like,
it's definitely difficult.
Yeah, like at work, at home, in my personal life, I don't like change, bro. I'm a creature of habit for sure. So Yeah, dude. But you're doing better now, right?
Yeah. I think the thing switched around in August, about the end of August, and then like September, everything kind of just like started switching around. Where like I got some more editing gigs, I got some more like video gigs, I got to make some money.
Good.
Then like I think like now towards the end of the year, I'm like, okay, like I'm not in a crazy good place financially, but I'm in a good place mentally.
Yeah.
And
I
like
mean,
coming back to these shows is great, you know, so it puts me in a good place. And talking to people like you, talking to the other artists, and like doing what I love to do, which is like talk to my Jerseyan people, you know what I mean? Regardless of like they're like doing artistry full time or not, like we're all here to kind of just enjoy art in general.
Yeah, for sure, dude. And you know what, bro? I didn't know how this was gonna turn out, being that it's a Thursday and everything.
Yeah.
But dude, we got a crowd out here. It's just vibes going on. I mean, I got work tomorrow. I don't give a fuck about that. But dude, we got a vibe going on. I mean, dude, somebody accidentally, they were shuffling around. They turned off the camera.
Yeah, dude. I'll tell you what, dude. I'll tell you what. That person also might have been me. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's okay, dude.
I'll have to look back at when it shut off or like when I saw a vibration in the camera. But I'll tell you what, dude. I also am very surprised. I'm surprised and not surprised.
Why?
I'm surprised in the sense of like, because I knew the ticket sales weren't a lot.
Okay.
And when we started the show, because we also have to remind ourselves, this isn't like a MadMinds headliner.
No, it's not.
This is
It's
a MadMinds open mic.
Yeah.
So these are like the scouting shows that we do for the big shows, right?
Exactly.
So, but even with that being said, my expectations were pretty low regardless, because I knew there were low ticket sales.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to put as much promotion. I barely put any promotion, really.
I put some promotion, bro, but I was just doing, I work today. I've been working every fucking day. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't bought anybody anything for Christmas yet. And I'm like the fucking worst with that, dude.
Dude, I feel that.
Like I know I gotta make more money. I know I gotta. So, dude, I don't blame you for being like not promoting, bro. You know, you got other shit going.
But you know what? It's the thing that MadMinds always does, where it's like it brings people together.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I'm not surprised from all the people who came through. I'm not surprised that we had a big group. I mean, now things are kind of settling down a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's starting to get towards the end of the night.
It's like 11-ish on a Thursday. So
you know. So and I don't know if this is I don't know if this bar is known for getting like crazy rowdy.
Well, that's apparently next door. The
Iron Bar. Yeah. And Iron Bar is definitely not the type of place where I would want to have a MadMinds event. So I love that FOMO has us here. Shout out FOMO.
Dude,
shout out.
Have you? I've never. This is my first time here, but I've looked at the pictures online, bro. Downstairs
is amazing.
It looks like fucking like Alice in the Wonderland.
Yeah, I've been down there.
I haven't. I want to like sneak down real quick.
I came here yesterday just to kind of scope out how this was gonna work today.
Yeah.
And then I got a tour of the downstairs.
Dude, I feel like we should have had it downstairs.
You know what's the thing about downstairs? The only thing that's tough about downstairs is that it's a very intimate space.
Okay.
And it's a little bit awkward.
Oh, really?
So like imagine like, so you see how everybody's congregating over there?
Yeah.
Where the stage is?
Yeah.
Imagine it stopped right where like that last light stopped. This last of these.
Okay.
So where you're gonna perform is either right here where we are.
Yeah.
Or it's on that little strip, and with how many people are up against the bar, that's how it is.
Yeah.
So next time you come here, go downstairs and remember what I told you.
I'm gonna try to get in there tonight. I'm gonna see.
Yeah. I'm sure you could just kind of walk down.
I'm gonna be like, yo, let me check it out. Let me see.
But yeah, dude. Anything else that you want to tell the people? Anything that we left out? Anything that you might want to say? Now's the time to do it.
I hate to be that dude, but big things coming soon.
You are in fact that dude.
Thank you, bro.
You said the two things. You said you're like knew me. Big things coming soon. I love it though. I love it though.
For real, dude. I got a lot of stuff that's been in the vault for too long. I gotta free up some space. I'm gonna do some visuals. I'm gonna do some features. I'm gonna get shit done, bro. that next year is my year, bro.
I'm waiting to see it, bro.
So,
and
dude,
now you have the podcast here to hold you accountable. So we'll see.
Dude, I'm happy, bro, because that's what I got to start doing. I got to start holding myself accountable, bro.
Because now the next time I have you on here, I'm gonna be like,
what happened? What'd you do?
What happened? It's the new year.
What else is new?
Bro, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Always a pleasure having
Always.
you. Please let the people know your socials and any shout outs. Now's the time to do it.
Word. So again, my name is Kelso Kelly. That's KELSO_KELLY on Instagram. Follow me back. I'll follow you. You feel me? We could do features. I'll never charge. You know what I mean? We're all just dreamers. We all need believers, as I always say. Yeah, come hit me up.
Sweet,
I'll hit you back.
Dude, appreciate you so much.
Appreciate
Let's get
you,
out of
dog.
here. What's good, homie?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good, man.
Good to see you again, bro.
It has been a while. It's been a long time since you've been on the pod.
Too long, probably like 9-10 months. More.
At least.
More.
Yeah, it hasn't been a year plus.
August 28th.
August 28th. So that's a year and change.
Literally, just across the street, around the corner.
So, tell the people real quick who you are, where you're from.
Perfect. My name, I'm a part of a group, OH38. It's me, OH38J, and OH38Say. We're a duo. We've been rocking for a year plus now. We make pop music. We're leaning a little bit more retro, more like old school 80s, the dance type vibe, close to EDM, but not really EDM. We started off rapping. Like I feel like most people start off rapping, 100%. In my opinion, anytime anybody is musical, that's a gift and a talent. But I've been rapping for a long time, and I recently just switched over to singing, taking singing lessons, dancing lessons, trying to get better. The goal is to always get better, always improve, and always refine. So personally for me, I'm taking this new method called try, fail, analyze, and adjust. So you try something, you fail at it, and on that failed project, you learn from it, you analyze it, and then you adjust and you redo it again. Sometimes you can kind of relate it to content creation. A lot of times you put out a lot of pieces of content and either it'll do good or it doesn't, but every single time a piece of content does bad, you always sit back, reflect, analyze, and then adjust it, and then go back at it again with a fresh mindset.
So what constitutes as a fail?
A fail, so a lot of people have different metrics. Views, streams, people's perception, DMs, congratulations, respect, all these different egotistical things. But to personally fail, to see it through your own lens, is to realize that you could have done better and to realize that you have done better. We do a lot of content and we also make music. So in the content space specifically, there's a lot of trial and error, and then reposting. I don't know. I gotta ask you a question actually. Online, do you see a lot of musicians making content besides music content?
I think it's a loaded question because it depends on what you're trying to go for. You know, I think there's a mixture between, I think California has set the standard for music content creators. Right. And me personally, this is just my personal opinion, I do not fuck with the California culture at all on how they produce music, because although they have the ability and they have proven that they are able to produce real talented musicians. Yeah. If you also go there, you'll realize that there are musicians there, since California's economy is so big. California, it's a state alone, is one of the biggest economies in the world, right? They have artists who, in California, are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we don't even know their names. But they are super famous musicians in California.
That's really weird.
They're like Latino ones, they're like poppy ones, and they have so much clout and they have so much popularity, and they're technically successful because they're making money, but in what way are they making an impact on the culture? And that's what that's the whole point of me in this podcast and everything, and really trying to release the culture of Jersey. So to come back to your question, what do I think about musicians and their content creating? Again, it depends on what you're trying to go for. Right. Because if you want the popularity to clout and go that direction, it is a very possible and respectable direction. Right.
if you stick with what you believe, you know. But I also think there's a certain way where you could content create, and there's also a devilish side to content creation. Because for me, that's why I asked you the question before. I consistently put out content, and I realize now that I don't care what the views are. My version of successful when I put out is just like, all right, am I getting better at interviewing people? Am I getting better at editing? Am I getting better at portraying the message that's inside of my brain, you know, and letting people know who the real me is? That is my perception of getting better. And sometimes, dude, it's crazy. Because it's like, I put out something, and dude, my editing was fire, bro. Like, I got the exact image I had in my head, I put it on paper, bro. And I released it, I promoted it the right way, and that shit got 10 views.
Oh, I know how you feel, bro.
Right?
I know
And
you
it's
feel.
like, but it's crazy because sometimes I let that sit, and then I continue, and it's crazy how like now I look back and I'm like, oh my god, look at all this content I made, and now all these people see all this content that I made, even the lame shit I've seen, and what I love about it is that I never removed anything from my podcast page. Like you could see like there from like the beginning, like what it started out as, and when business people come to me now, they're like, yo, I might not enjoy like what you're putting out right now, but I could see how much work you put in. You know,
There's a growth pattern. There's a pattern.
So
There's a pattern you
there's
have.
a pattern. So.
Sorry, that's why I said this is a loaded question.
Hey, here's the thing. I know it's supposed to be an interview on me, but like I actually want to know more about you and how you move. And as an artist, it's always selfish, always talking about yourself. I mean, you kind of have to. You kind of have to be the most important person in the room, kind of. And in a room full of a lot of important people, it's kind of hard to get your point across and your opinions across. But I agree. There's always a line with musicians or creatives focusing either on the trends, the views, the clicks, or their passion, or being creative in their lane. I feel like there's a lot of downfall of people like to switch from being creative just to get the views and then sacrifice your own integrity. It's hard. It's really hard. And in a world where attention is money, it's even harder.
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy. I've been following you and Zay's journey for a while. I mean, I've been following you guys since you started, and it's not like I'm like the owl in the fucking tree in Jersey because like I meet all these great people. You know, I could tell you guys are good guys, and it's like I could see like where you guys are heading, where you guys have tried stuff, where it might have not worked out. People you worked with, people that might have not worked out. You know, like
it's really crazy because so we stopped for 8 to 9 months pursuing music at all, just making money. We built a couple businesses to just build in that revenue, that constant stream. So now we have it, and so we're going in even harder. And a lot of the content we attempted and experimented with, we did it on YouTube. It got a little bit of views. It got a few thousands, but then we had to sit down and we realized, what do we want to do? Do we want to make just content? Do we want to be content creators, or do we want to be fully in music? Because a lot of times, like I said earlier, those views and that attention gets addicting, and you want to lean more into it. But at the end of the day, leaning more into that might take away from the actual end goal and what you actually want to do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Me and Zay, we have brainstorming sessions every single night. We talk about everything, every next step in the next career, and we also know. We notice people who are doing great and people who could do better. And personally, we try to form that relationship with them just to get some insider knowledge that we have that might work for them. It's like a relationship. You don't know what's wrong in your own relationship. You need an outside perspective to understand. So we kind of hope to provide that in some cases.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And it's interesting, like I said too, because it's hard between the content creation and being a musician. And I get that too, because for me, I started out as a musician. Yeah. My degree is in sound engineering.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I'm a sound engineer. I mix.
Wow,
you know,
that's really cool.
That's my profession. But then I ended up doing more interviews, doing more podcasts. And now I'm switching even less podcasts, and I'm just trying to put up like YouTube videos because I'm passionate about that as well.
We need to have a conversation about YouTube videos, because recently, for the past 3 weeks, I've been getting in depth on what works and what people want to see. And everybody knows about, not everybody, but a lot of people who do marketing or know how to reach an audience. They know what an avatar is and your target audience, and if you want to be in a niche or not, or if you want to be more broad. We totally can have a conversation about it, because I feel like not only we can help each other, but maybe you might maybe you're missing something that I might know, and maybe vice versa, because I know we're missing a lot. I know we're missing a lot.
We're all missing a lot, dude. This is a bumblefuck race.
Yeah.
This is a pig race, a rat race of us just looking at different places and trying to make it, and also not only just trying to make it, but making it in potentially maybe one of the worst best states to make it.
No, seriously.
Because Jersey is hard. Because here's another thing why. Because like the California culture is completely different than the Jersey culture. You could get a room filled with people to watch you, but in Jersey, if they don't fuck with you or they don't think you're talented, you're not getting anything. The difference is, I think in California, if you have a video that has 1 million views, oh my fucking God, you know what I mean?
Crowd in, let me go in. I got 1 million views in a song, and then you're led into a club that you have no reason going into the first place. It might be the fact that our standards in Jersey are a lot higher than most because we're next to New York, the birthplace of hip hop specifically, but the birthplace, in my opinion, on culture. And it's so hard to top somewhere that's the hub of the whole world, pretty much. Next to California isn't much. California is pretty much the entire East Coast, so they have no competition. So they're curated this culture around them that they can't take from, where people can't be like, oh, they're only getting this because of the people they're next to. Jersey is a lot harder because we have to be better than New York, which is hard because New York is popping right now. Everybody loves New York. Drill music for the last year and a half to 2 years has been on the rise. Sampling old songs to do new music with is on the rise, just to hit the nostalgia vein in people, because people are just what you call it. If you study psychology, you know exactly why people do things and why they listen to certain things. So it makes sense why those things are going off. It's old music played to hit a nostalgia vein with new people and new words and hit it with a twist, you know? Storytelling with a twist always wins.
Is there anything else that you felt like you wanted to get out your chest, talk about? Because
I swear to God, I could talk here for 3 hours about.
I definitely could.
For passionate, but I'll say one more thing. I'll say in 2024, we have a lot of goals. One of our goals is to put out one music video every single week for the majority of the year. I put this on everything on our life. When I make a promise and I want to do something, I get it done. So in 2024, you're going to see a whole lot of this print going on, a whole lot of these two guys happening. We're going to collab with a whole lot of your favorite artists and make musical content and songs with them and music videos with them. And when we pull up to events like this, we're going to be shooting as well. So it's constant, making sure things are captured, not only for us, but for other people to enjoy and to enhance the experience.
Dude, I appreciate you so much for coming on the pod. Yeah. Let the people know where they can find you. Any shout outs, now's the time to do it.
Got you. If you guys really want to know more, OH38 Crew on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Rumble, all of these different platforms, we're on there. We're here to dominate, and we're here to share the love. I appreciate it for you guys in the audience.
Appreciate you so much, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. And we'll just ease into it. Please let the people know who you are and where you're from.
My name is Gardner from Washington Heights, but we're out here in Morristown right now at FOMO with MadMinds is holding it down.
Sweet, yo. So this is actually my first time I've ever interviewed with an owner of a venue that we've been to before.
First to you, first to me, so let's get it popping.
So tell me a little bit about how you started FOMO.
So I've been in the game like 23 years now. I'm from New York City, but mostly raised out in Jersey here, Morristown. But I just wanted to create like a melting pot, you know, and introduce something to Morristown. It's a little bit different, you know. I thought it was a little vanilla out here and wanted to spice it up, you know. So what MadMinds is bringing, you know, is very on brand with FOMO and just what I've envisioned, you know. So I want to like bring all people together, you know, awesome. All different sorts of life, you know.
That's definitely something that MadMinds strives and works for. What are your first impressions of like what the event was like tonight?
First of all, hype and ultimate optimism. You know, people just, you know, supportive, you know, and like they try to bring it up. You know, there's no hatred, you know, it's just all love, you know. And I didn't know what to expect, honestly, but honestly, overwhelmed, you know, with just like love, you know, and like just gratitude, you know, like it's mad love, and I just wanted to go higher and higher. And like if this is like, you know, day one, ground zero, go up.
Awesome. So you originally said you're from Washington Heights.
Yeah, 187, yeah.
So what was your original view of Jersey, being from the other side of the river?
Why would I ever go over there? You know? You know, but like, obviously followed mom and pops, you know, and came just like for like, you know, the family life. And, you know, I wanted to bring a taste of New York City over here without having to go to New York City, you know, and give them a little cultural experience, you know. A lot of, you know, New York City, like CBGB is like one of my inspirations. You know, like you got the freaks, geeks, and melting pot of just everything, Wall Street people to like just like the biker gangs. You know, something that would never work actually works. You know, and all the naysayers like don't listen. You know, and like let's just see where it goes.
And you know, we often talk about the dichotomy between New York and New Jersey. And something that we've talked about often on the podcast with different artists is how that as time goes on, we see less and less of us as opposition, but more of us as partners.
Like all I want, and like that was like one of my ethos when I first started about FOMO, is the better everyone does in town, the better we all do. I'm not trying to, you know, go against anyone else, you know. If you got love over there, like, you know, I'll show you love too with my line, you know, like I want to make this a destination, you know, because like right now, like I look at like FOMO is I don't own a bar, I own a marketing company that just sells liquor, but I need to offer experiences now, and people want that elevated, you know, lifestyle, you know, and like that's what I think we're doing here, you know, especially like on a off night, you know, this is incredible, you know, couldn't be happier with the turnout tonight.
So can you tell me a little bit more about the name? How did you come up with it, and what made you stick with it?
So I bought the bar. It was called South Street at the time, 2019. I worked like, you know, the Standard Hotel, and you know, I worked all around, you know, New York City, high-end nightclubs. And I noticed when I first started coming back to Morristown, because I used to bartend in Morristown, right around 12 o'clock, people always would like leave one bar and then go to another bar, and it would be like a mass exodus from one bar. Not because they were doing anything wrong, but I was like, what am I missing out on over there? You know, so I was like, yo, everyone's kind of got like this FOMO, you know, like it'd be like 45, 50 people leaving, but then it'd be like another wave of people coming in. So my whole idea was, let's just make it pop in at the 12 o'clock, you know, so people never have a fear of missing out, you know. And so I did one of the biggest rip-offs ever, but even Jay-Z talked about it, you know, ... ended up at One Oak, you know, started at the Derby, ended up at One Oak. We got the neon sign downstairs saying ... ended up at FOMO. You know, so I want people to have no fear of missing out if they come here.
I think that's a great segue, because you just talked about your downstairs. Can you talk a little bit about how it came, the idea came, and how it was actually constructed?
I can't speak too much on that, but there's a lot of extracurricular motivation that inspired me, you know, you know, and hopefully, you know, I know these guys will show you a lot of content and really show you like what the downstairs looks like. But we got like, you know, crazy spirals, and you know, the bar top like glows in the dark, and it's just, I want to give a little taste of what New York City around here could be like, you know. And we do like, you know, all different stuff. We do like emo nights to, you know, crazy like deep like tech house nights. So we want to, you know, let people know, you know, what it feels like, you know, like especially like we just put a new sound system upstairs. We'll be doing the next phase. We'll be doing a sound system downstairs. I want you to feel that in your heart when you walk in, you know, with like the kind of talent that we have coming in now. I want the talent to be supplemented by an amazing sound system. So I think tonight was a great start to that. And the downstairs, if you ever get a chance to check it out, you know, on the weekends we pop off down there. So it's definitely a vibe down there, you know, and I'm sure you guys will be like, you know, doing like a little tour too afterwards and showing the content around. So definitely check it out.
I have one more question for you. What advice do you have for people who are trying to do what you're doing right now?
Never stop. No naysayers, you know? Don't listen to anything and just believe in it. Like, just work hard, you know? There's gonna be a lot of opposition no matter what, you know? But you have to believe in it, like, first and foremost, you know? There was you know, one person that told me that if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. You know, it's, you know, like, you know, hold a person down underwater, you know, for like, you know, a minute. You know, once you want to gas that air, as bad as you want to breathe, you know, that feeling in that moment when you want to succeed that hard, as bad as you want to breathe, you're good. But you got to realize that, and you got to carry that with you every day, and then surround yourself with good people that only want to bring you up, because you are the average of the 6 people around you. So surround yourself with good people, especially at the younger age. I tell you, a lot of people try to put you down. In this world, it's so much better to be surrounded by love. And honestly, I'm overwhelmed with the amount of love that MadMinds is bringing. That this now part of my life, and I want to be involved in this circle. So I couldn't be prouder to be a part of this.
Gardner, thank you so much for the time.
My pleasure.
Please, if you have any social medias where they could find you, any shout outs, now's the time to let the people know.
We'll just be at FOMO Town NJ on Instagram. We'll be blowing up. We got a lot of popping off. We got some big DJs coming up. We got DJ Parera coming in December 16th. It's going to be popping off. And hopefully, stay tuned for the next date when MadMinds are coming through, because it's going to be popping. If this is just day one, I can't imagine what's about to happen. So let's get it popping.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Guys, thank you.